What's happening? What's going on? We got new shit for you. I'm gonna bring Joe in here in a second. This is episode 5 of Fuck Around Tuesday. See what kind of shit we got. Alright. Joe, what's up?
What's happening, buddy? What you doing?
Not too much. Not too much. We are live, sir.
Sweetness.
Let's see. Turn you up a little bit. How you been doing?
Been doing good. My buddy got arrested. But other than that, I'm doing all right.
Damn, that sucks. Is he gonna get out?
I think he's out right now.
Oh, okay, good. Good. Just a little kerfuffle then.
I was caught on video.
Oh, yeah, that makes it a little bit more difficult.
Well, I mean, there's something entertaining about watching something go from 0 to 100 when you're like, oh, my friend got into a car wreck. And then you realize a 3-minute video instantly turns into a argument with cops and multiple people arrested.
Yeah, that he might end up viral somewhere. There are people that just comb through like public records of crimes and shit, and they make YouTube compilations. It'd be so weird to see yourself on one of those.
It's probably out there, right?
I would think. What did he do, if you can say?
He was following his brother. His brother stopped at a stop sign. Went to turn left. Someone ran the other stop sign. He was from 6 o'clock position. He was turning 9 o'clock position,
Okay.
and someone was at 12 o'clock going 6 o'clock, and just
straight T-bone.
Yeah, so his brother got mad, pulled out a bat, was talking shit, and basically the cops didn't like that. Arrested the guy with the bat, which is the brother. My buddy was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? He has rights." And then at that point, the cop was like, "Fuck you too." Shoved him to the ground, jumped on his neck, and handcuffed him.
And that's the way she goes. You're not allowed to tell me you have rights. Get on the ground. It's your right to get fucked up by the cops. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think the brother should not have had a bat.
Yeah, that tends to escalate things.
I'm not sure why he got arrested, because he was filming, and then when they started arresting his brother, he didn't move. And then the cop got mad that as soon as handcuffs came out, he didn't back up 5 feet, because at that point, then you're interfering with the arrest.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, like I'm not like, just because you're arresting someone, I didn't get closer to you. I just didn't move. Like, I'm still standing in the same place I was 2 minutes ago." And the cop took issue with that and was like, "Fuck you too. You're getting the bracelets."
Free ride to jail, baby. That sucks, man. I've never been to jail. There's been some narrow misses, but luckily I've been able to avoid that type of shit.
The anal cavity search for drugs is usually the more embarrassing things.
Little wake up call.
Yeah, luckily I wasn't hiding anything, so they weren't like gonna go fishing. But it's still like, you're in a locked room with another guy, you're naked, and he's like, maneuver and cuff. This is what I'm into. And you're like, I guess I have to, because if not, you're gonna beat the fuck out of me. So, and then I'm still gonna end up doing it. So, I can either bend over and cough, or you can beat me and finger me. So, I don't want to be a prostitute today. So, I guess I'm coughing.
There is a certain kind of cell phone that they sell, specifically for going to prison. I'm trying to find out what that is.
Like a encrypted one?
Zenko Fly. Here, I'll send you.
What makes it different than an iPhone?
It's just fucking tiny.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those. There's so many companies that sell these phones that you know what they're for.
Yeah.
that they're like, oh, it's for jogging. And you're like, it's not for jogging. That's not a phone for jogging. That's a phone for going into pee-pee.
I wonder if the Discord overlay would work, because I do have the soundboard working.
Soundboard. So please tell me about this. This is a development.
What a load of wank.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's amazing.
That's fucking harmful opinions. Oh yeah, well that's good. I'll have to listen back and see how well it goes. I need to grow my library.
It's
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
that's a good volume because it's a little bit softer than you, but if it's as loud as you, it kind of loses the effect and it sounds like another person.
Yeah.
With it softer, you did a very good job of setting that shit up.
I ended up breaking down and I bought SoundPad through Steam because the free version was just not cutting it. I still have all this all these random audio programs on my computer, digital or like virtual audio cables and shit like that. And
Okay.
I also had to do something that I promised I never would do, which is download Voicemeeter. But I only opened it once, and I was like, you know what? There's got to be a better way.
Did it. So when you're doing test runs with Voicemeeter, we're going full meta with this shit. Do you do a recording like a fake podcast and then listen back to the recording, or how do you test it?
Didn't even get that far, but that's probably what I would do is just record, because you can, in OBS, you can record and not go live. You can just record your screen and all the input and everything, and you can check it out.
Like a full output, basically.
Yeah, it's got everything. Voicemeeter is how I check to make sure that that shit wasn't too loud. And
That's
stuff
cool.
like that, yeah. Or, OBS, not fucking Voicemeeter. The thing is, Voicemeeter and Discord tend to clash a lot.
Speaking of meta, when I mute myself to vape, do you hear that? Do you hear that noise, or is it just on my end?
No, that's just on your end. I know, I think the same things. I'm like, oh god, I'm muting a shit ton. I hope this isn't like bedinging on their end.
If I start roboting, I can always hear you. You just can't always hear me because where
My
I'm
connection's
going.
a little fucky too. I'm playing this. I'm playing some music in the background, which usually can affect things.
So far, so good. You've only done like a half a second robot like once this entire time.
I just noticed my little bars were turning orange, and I was like, uh-oh, might have to stop the music. Stop the music! We got Hollow in the green room.
Whoa, whoa.
What up, Hollow Apple? Apple.
Hi.
I called you Hollow before, but Apple is the preferred.
Yes.
Right. How you been?
Is
Thank you for coming back.
so why are we talking about things that are being smuggled into
I need
jails?
cell phones.
Yeah, did you see
why?
it up on the screen?
And it's ironic because I'm watching Sons of Anarchy, and they were in jail. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know for sure they boot cased at least one cell phone in the biker gangs.
oh yeah. Not to mention the shoes and the shards of glass to attack others. You know.
Shards of glass, that's a tough one. I've seen a lot of tobacco. I've heard of that because you know it's moldable. But yeah, those cell phones are so cute. They're like 3 dimes.
They smuggled in condoms. For that one.
Ooh. For those
on.
romantic jail time encounters.
For the fancy boys, yeah. Sometimes you just have to go raw though. Just gotta go raw.
I always assumed that they were raw. I never thought about condoms.
I mean, not everyone gets the chance to have condoms, but sometimes if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, I think is eloquently put.
Well, and I mean, I guess it makes sense though, because there's just a ton of people like HIV positive and hepatitis positive and shit.
Well, they normally put the
Yeah.
HIV cases in their own wing if they can and if there's room in that facility. But then that's assuming, well, they test you, right? Or do shit, I don't know. In prison, I'm assuming they test. God, I hope they
Yeah,
do.
they do, but I don't think they segregate them, dude. I mean, you can request it, but I don't know if they do it. I think they just there's so many of them too. I think they just mix them together. It probably varies depending on where you go.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to like the '80s they used to, but God, but that was during the height of the AIDS, scare or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess it's kind of like coronavirus level fear.
Oh, did you hear about
Oh yeah, I
COVID
mean,
21?
Yeah, COVID-21, the new and
fuck
improved.
you guys, fuck you guys. Are you not scared enough? Oh fuck, you
No.
got some people not wearing a mask at Walmart. Double down,
Oh
boys.
no.
We're going deep on this shit.
They need to they have to find a reason for another lockdown, don't you know?
Yeah, and the French government said it's around April, maybe that's gonna bring it out.
Like April is when
Oh, you
it's
mean-
gonna hit the mutation, or that's when they're gonna
Around that
stop?
time, yeah.
Oh my god, how could
'Cause
they?
they're gonna have
That's
a
such
third-
bullshit. How could they even know?
Because
Right
there's a
after
schedule.
Dark Winter. Yeah, it's right after Dark Winter. Of course, you got to follow up with this shit.
With a dim spring.
But well, the thing was, I read a picture of what the French government, or at least some French person, plans to do, and how COVID's gonna play out. And in the end, it ended up with COVID-21 having people be separated and go into certain camps, basically.
I'm
You
just
mean
waiting.
Like the one that Quebec already has built?
They're gonna fucking make you wear a chip or some shit. Or
You
have
don't
like
have
a
to. It's on your
barcode.
phone. Yeah, your passport's on your phone. Have you been vaccinated? Are you allowed to be in public? Show me your permit. It's going to start with airlines, and it's going to go down from there. Frontline workers,
Because-
vaccinated, cops, nurses, all those. Those are the first.
The only reason it's gonna help this spread, you can't have mass paranoia and fear without the help of the mainstream media. So they're gonna milk the hell out of that. And they're gonna bring back Trump into it. They're gonna bring back COVID-19. And now they're gonna say COVID-21. And that might actually be the thing that supposedly makes Biden step down.
I
Not
was
kill him, but
wondering,
step
yeah,
down.
what if he gets a weird reaction to the vaccine? That would totally.
They're not going to tell you.
And if he was gonna get the vaccine, they would lie to you anyhow. They could put saline in his arm and just be like, "Oh, he got the vaccine."
No, they're going to give him Regeneron. The same thing that they're going to give him Regeneron. They're not going to give him a vaccine. Well, I mean, or they're either going to treat it and fix it, or they're going to give him a vaccine that we don't have access to. It's that simple. Like, there's no way the person at Walmart's getting the same vaccine as the president. That's
Yeah,
lunacy to
that's
believe.
true. That's true. But I just
Yeah.
thought, if he gets the legit vaccine and then has one of these,
But you also know
Reactions
that
that people are talking about.
COVID-19 is basically the common cold and the flu, just over exaggerated, right?
oh yeah,
So-
yeah, yeah. I'm under no
You-
I'm under
Get
no
along very well.
illusions.
Oh, is this channel X tag? Because if it's not X tag, you might
Oh
want to
yeah,
X tag
yeah.
it, by the
No,
way.
it is. It is. I'm pretty sure. The only time I haven't been X tag is I played a little bit of a game called Space Station 13, which is kind of an older game, but I had it as gaming content and they didn't automatically X tag me. I didn't check at the end to see if they had done it after. But that's the only time I've been able to see a lack of X tag. Man, I'm editing our visuals video right now, and it's unfortunate because there's one section where there's like a penis, and I like the way it looks. Not the cock, but just the rest. And I just, better safe than
What
sorry.
The fuck?
Okay.
You can probably see it if you watch the screen. It'll
Okay.
be up in a little bit because the edited one,
You're gonna
Joe-
flash this with a dick?
yeah, it's small and black, but Joe found a really cool like Pontiac commercial that's super aesthetic, so I'm gonna edit
Hey, why is there a dick on the Pontiac commercial?
No, it's on the other set of visuals.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
What the fuck did I send you? I sent you normal Pontiac commercials. I ain't send you dicks. What up?
Here, let's see. I'll just.
I'm waiting on my dick. Come on now.
Yeah,
I got fucking
it'll be
three
up in
things
like
open on my
15
phone.
seconds. Yeah.
Oh man, that's very funny.
Trying to podcast and drive and watch a podcast all at the same time. And I'm
Oh,
waiting on the
jeez.
dick if I get pulled over. Like, oh, sir, why are you
Officer.
driving with a fucking giant screen on your dash? Like, I'm waiting on my dick. Like, give me a break.
I'm trying to see.
I did not expect that.
But yeah, it should be up now. But yeah, it's just kind of like, oh shit, whoops, it might have not been spinning. But yeah, it should be spinning now. But the dick's there.
Where did you send it in?
Oh, it's
Take-
just, it'll just be on the
Okay.
stream. It's like the background visuals.
Ah.
Oh, you can't tell that.
Damn, do you think I should just leave it?
Oh, okay.
I would.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a. Is he erect or is he limp?
It's like a Greek
does it
statue.
matter?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
too,
I think it's
too
fine.
much. I may put it back in
I would
later
leave it.
sometime. Leave it? You
I
think?
like
I think leave it. I didn't notice it until you made me look at it.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, you know. Fuck. I think I'd have to undo
I
it.
think
at
it's
this point.
fine.
Skibbity boop boop.
By the way, that's a really cool animation. I don't know who made it, but pretty cool.
Yeah, where did you get that?
That is actually just like a royalty-free background visual thing. You can get them on YouTube. Anytime I use something for the
Wow.
stream, it's usually royalty-free. That way I still get copy struck for every video because we play clips and stuff, but the actual, in my opinion, that's transformative. And, well, some of it's music, but for the main meat of the show, it's all free to redistribute and even make money off of. Like all my graphics, where with the girl with the finger, doing the shush thing, and then the little guy looking at his phone, all that's royalty free.
Mm-hmm.
I could like just sell that image if I wanted to.
So let me ask you this: the playlist I've been making for loading screens, how does that work? Because you're playing the entire like 3-minute video in the background.
Yeah, well, it would be considered transformative regardless because we're talking over it and I'm putting different music over it. But
Okay.
like the thing with the Pontiac commercial, I think it might be a little bit different since it's an advertisement.
Well, okay, yeah, I just assumed you would
Maybe.
But
and have them. I didn't think about that.
But yeah, the most of that shit, if it's background, I'm gonna consider it transformative, even if it's really copyright, like not just an advertisement or something.
How does Big Alaska have so many lemons? I thought people hated him.
They hate watching him. Like it, there are some people that unironically like him, but I don't know why. Yeah, he's a grifter. That's the whole reason he does it. He wouldn't do this shit if there wasn't money in it, you know.
True.
Dude, I thought it was funny that someone got their fucking car broke into. Fuck, who was that? I'd have to look it up now.
Man, I didn't even do my last 2 streams, so I'm behind. Haha.
It's all
I don't
right.
even watch him. I watch the clip channels where they.
Is he still in jail or did he get out?
I think he's out. Because there's no way you could collect lemons if you're not streaming, so.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true. I mean, he could.
Yeah, but you cash out though. You only
When-
cash out like once.
No, right now on D-Live, you can click Merry Christmas, and it says creators rank this. It says it updates every minute, and he's received over 21,000 lemons today.
What's that,
Huh.
$210?
Well, you can still donate with the stream's not live. When's the last time you went live?
No, you can't.
Yeah,
I
you
went
can
live.
subscribe, but you can't donate.
Yeah.
What? Get the hell
No,
out of
yeah,
here.
because you can do not limits. Now you can send them the other stuff where it's like a message with unlimited text. Because you'll hear someone say, we've had a couple messages come in off stream, but not lemons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does. It says streamers offline. Shit, I didn't know that. Cause I don't know if that's all. Yeah, it must. I can't remember. My memory's fucking shot. But I could have sworn I would like drop a dono in someone's chat when they weren't. I could be retarded.
Yeah, but you're talking a message, but that's not
No,
that's
dono
through.
too. But yeah, definitely messages. That's for sure.
Well, right now, Bait Velasquez's channel is live.
But oh shit,
So,
I think he did bail out.
There's no way he didn't. He's with 10 other
and
jackasses.
has Ralph there, if I'm not mistaken. Unless that's
Ethan?
not Ralph.
No way.
Ethan Ralph?
I guess so.
What's his What is his
No, because
D
Ethan's
name?
live tonight with the Jewish debate.
Is it another Jewish debate? I guess that's the
That's
only
the
thing worth
22nd.
debating. I
Yeah, this
just
was a
the
debate that
last
we were gonna do a week ago.
right on Friday.
Oh, never mind, the wrong person.
What is Baked Alaska's D-Live thing? Handle.
Bait Alaska.
Oh, okay. No underscores or any bullshit like that.
No.
You know those
it's not like
people
he's
that have
in it with you.
underscores in their name, you know? Well, how those people.
Like me?
That's okay, good shit. Damn, 73K, that's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous. Look at his chat though, and he's just IRL streaming with Chaggot of all people. Well, you can see
And
that
someone else in the
one
background,
dude has donated 75K of that. So he probably just has one really rich, person.
so many lemons. I don't even have that many lemons.
He got 114K 3 days ago.
Good God.
That's God, that's
A lot of lemons.
Let's see. I can do it real quick. How much that is in USD? Oh, 114K. So kids, if you ever wanted to know how much you could make by being a grifter,
900. Oh my gosh, over $900.
yeah.
That's not 1,300. That's 905 with 88 cents.
Well, a lemon's 0.012, right?
Yeah, and then you get 75,490. I just reduced it to 0.
Yeah, if you do 114,000 times 0.012, 1,300. I might be fucking that up. I'm not the greatest mathematician.
You are fucking that up. It's 905 with 88.
How though? 0.012
Check.
cents.
If you
per
don't
lemon,
trust
right?
me,
I
Use
do.
a
if you
calculator.
don't trust me,
It's
Oh,
2 decibels.
yeah, use a calculator.
It's
I
2
did.
decibels.
Yeah.
I did. 0.012.
How'd you get 13?
Because it's
No, just do
104.
0.01.
Well, it's 0.012. That 0.0102 cents adds up. Obviously, if it's $400 worth, I don't think that's possible. I'm just we'll figure it out someday. But you see on that stream that he made 114K, it was 772 viewers. He didn't even have that many viewers. Like most of his stuff is like 1.2K.
I could just send it now.
He's like the opposite of Fuentes.
Yeah.
Fuentes has
Oh,
so
I
many
was
people
doing
watching at, like, $30.
114K, not 75K. Silly geese.
Mhm.
No, I was doing that on purpose though. That was 3 days ago. That was like the biggest one in all his replays.
Okay.
You silly geese.
We were
So
just
how much did he
talking about
make on
different
one
things.
stream?
1,300 on that
Almost-
big one.
And then on this one, he's close to 900.
Yeah, that's right now, and it could go more. But it's interesting. It's
Oh, it
one
will.
dude that's donating most of that.
But he
So,
still has other people donating a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So
like 2K per person. Other than that, 75K. $175 guy.
He's
Maybe
just
he's gay.
he's
Wait.
less than $14 off of 900 today. So
Did you guys just hear that conversation I just had?
No, you were muted. Was it
Thank
juicy?
fucking Christ. No, I had a phone call and I answered it and was like, "You just kicked me off the podcast. What do you want?" And then I hung up and then I heard you guys talking and I was like, "Well, fuck me, that wasn't good."
Oh shit! I found an hour 14 vaporwave thing.
Okay, anyways,
how do people
can you
tip
show your tips?
money?
Can you get tips?
No, that's not what I
my bad,
asked.
sorry. No, sorry, go back. How
Usually
much
they
did
put
he
them in
make
my
on that
underwear.
stream a week ago? Sorry.
A week ago. Which stream?
The one that you did the math
for
on.
Big Alaska.
It was
yeah.
3 days ago, and it was 13.
No. Right now on stream, he had people tipping 333. So
Maybe it's
Jesus.
a different thing.
I don't.
Okay, hey,
Because you can
slow.
enter
How much did he make a week ago?
1368.
$1,300.
Yeah,
Fuck.
and that
Yeah,
is
a lot of
after
money.
D Live's cut, I believe. So add another quarter.
Who gives a fuck? Even
No,
if it's
maybe
before their
take the
cut.
quarter. Yeah, either way, it's a lot. I don't fucking know how it works.
Yeah, because that's one stream times 30. Times what? 10 streams. You know what I mean? If that's a high one, his low is still fucking impressive.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he's got some that only have a couple hundred lemons, but he might not have been live for very long.
The most boss thing you can do is tip money to someone before they're on stream. Like, that's what I like doing to someone that you really like. Like, because you're like, I don't want you to read my message on stream. I just want you to know I support you.
Yeah.
Like, that's,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me.
Like I was saying,
That's why I
yeah,
have an
you
intro screen.
get them before they start streaming.
Yeah.
What's your schedule, Apple?
So I was supposed to stream yesterday and today, and then I streamed on Saturday. And I missed both of them, Monday and Tuesday.
It happened.
Yikes!
Oh,
I was
God.
so tired. Like,
Sorry.
oh, I was so bone tired that when I woke up, my body's just like, yeah, no, we're not doing today, and then I just passed out again.
I feel like that sometimes. Joe and I only took off Thanksgiving week. We've been hard at it for like a solid 6 months almost.
Has it been 6
Dang,
months?
man.
Yeah, well, so 15 weeks. However many. Is that even close?
4
4
weeks in a
months.
month, man.
Yeah, so it's 6
No.
months basically,
No,
you
4
know?
4 weeks a month. What is going on with your math skills today? It's 4 months, man. Almost.
Man, your math
Ass.
sucks, bro. I wonder how many people are gonna live stream or just stream in general. Christmas. Like, how many people are gonna monetize? Watch my kids open presents. I'm such a good parent. I got him the game he wanted. Hit me money.
Seriously.
You know, there's people doing that are not the
Yes.
family vloggers. There's gonna be like, oh, this is our first Christmas with the baby. Like, let's
Oh,
vlog it.
God.
That's just
I feel
disgusting.
like
I
I saw I got into watching Alaska survival shows back in the day, and oh jeez, gotta play the loop again. There was one family that
So-
had their child out there. They're like, we're gonna raise our child off grid and all this bullshit, and I was saying there's hawks that could just pick that thing up and carry it away.
Wow.
Not to mention
Yeah, but
wolves.
people
You being
used
a
to
bit
do
too
that
cynical.
thousands of years ago.
Meese, you know? Yeah, but they died a lot more. If you want to do that, do it somewhere like close to a
True.
hospital, you know? Not in the middle of fucking Alaska. They had to like I really am trying to work on not saying like so fucking much. But it's a struggle. but they have
Like an
to
as.
airplane in all of their supplies. Half the year it's inaccessible.
Yeah, it's just my thing when it comes to children is I never want to post any pictures of my children online
Probably
until they're
wise.
at least 8 years old.
Have you seen any of the Mouthy Buddha videos?
I have not.
Oh, it's bad news. What you're saying is like creepy people will
What
just
would
take innocuous pictures that you post of your child and, you know, upload them to some sicko database. And
Yeah,
it's cool whenever he
sounds
does
right.
those videos. He always reports them to the tip line or what have you, but he says they stay up for way longer than they should.
Of course they do.
Websites.
It's so difficult to take down a website like that. Or even a video.
Yeah, and the thing with videos too is it's a double-edged sword because on one hand, you have to have evidence, but on the other hand, you don't want that propagated. You know, your first inclination is to report it, get the shit out, but sometimes it's better to forward it to the authorities first. But like you're saying, a lot of times they don't do shit about it.
God, I keep learning more and more disturbing things, and I get worried how desensitized I am because I'm not really worried about things. I'm just like,
Could you
yeah,
imagine being one of
what's wrong
those
with the world?
Facebook people where they moderate
Oh,
Facebook?
I'm looking at a Twitter person. Yeah, no thanks.
Oh,
You couldn't pay me. Could you imagine being a person that works for Twitter and sees accounts of people having pornographic content on it and then being like, no, it's okay with our TOS? We
yeah.
never said anything about.
Luckily,
Ugh.
luckily, Twitter, which was unmoderated for a long time, I think they're starting to crack down on that. It's interesting things. Twitter, Facebook, and social media sites like that, they don't have to monetize. They just do straight advertising, so you can't really hit them in the payment processor like you can Pornhub or something like that.
Well, Pornhub deleted like half of its videos, so.
I know, I think they went down a significant portion, but it was anybody that's unverified, they just took it off.
That's way too many. Like, I understand you wanted to get verification, make sure it's all legal and stuff, but it's like, wow.
It was one of their
At
main
least
appeals.
400 million videos deleted.
I know people are gonna be upset that they didn't archive their shit. You were just keeping it in a tab somewhere. You done fucked up.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not the biggest fan of porn. It's never as fun to watch. In my opinion, there are people who like to watch, but it's just not my thing. Why would I want to watch someone else enjoy themselves? I want to enjoy myself. I don't know about you. But, yeah.
Some people
And-
do it for, you know, research purposes. They're just trying to brush up on some skills.
I can understand that one. Brushing up on
But-
skills, but most people don't go on it for brushing up on skills.
Yeah, I would say it's probably a real problem. You know, just anytime you have so much technology hit you and you have it available to you in a jump, you get, like you're saying earlier, desensitized to things, and I imagine that can be a problem for many young men.
Yeah, but also people, because porn is so widespread and common nowadays that people just say, oh, go to porn. I was like, darling, a porn actress is never going to teach someone how to pleasure you. And they're faking it most of the time. Yes, they're doing the actions, but most of the time they're not really finishing or enjoying themselves.
Yeah, it's so
it's for the video.
transactional. That's where you gotta. That's
Yeah.
low quality porn. It's obvious. High quality porn. It's not as much.
To me, it's just obvious. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's the porn stars that are out there that definitely make their partners finish every time, but not everyone. There was this one porn star slash producer who said, if I'm producing a video and I'm like editing and all this and that, if I can come to it, so can anyone else. So
Really on that one. So for anyone curious, if you have YouTube DLG, the YouTube downloader application, if you put a playlist in there, it just downloads everything.
serious? What? No way.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't put this many in there because I just wanted to download a couple cool visuals I saw. But yeah, it was just go ahead and download the whole thing, which is cool. I'm just gonna let her fly. Is Joe still here?
No, he's not. I don't know
Oh
why.
man, he died. Here, what do you think about this?
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Oh, that guy is
You
kind
like
of funny
it?
sometimes.
He is pretty funny.
I've seen him in a couple other videos. But did you see the link I sent in the chat?
Oh jeez. Sorry about that.
Now everyone wants your attention. Oh my.
I know. I'm telling you, all of a sudden. We got you DM, your DMs. There you go. Thank you. Oh, which chat? DLive or Discord?
Oh, Discord, sorry.
Yeah, DM. The fake Alaska thing.
No, in the general.
Oh.
In your general. Yeah, I only messaged you that I'm in the green room, or that I was.
Antifa. What do you think about Antifa? You trying to bash the fash?
Yes, but scroll down. Eventually you'll see a tweet that says, an Antifa militant, Kaylee Andrew Baker. A trans non-binary furry and children's
Ooh.
camp counselor.
Nice.
Mhm.
Children's camp counselor. I couldn't think of a better fucking job for somebody that shouldn't be around kids. You see that happen so much, and say what you will about Kiwi Farms. Oh, autoplay video, damn you. Say what you want about Kiwi Farms, but... Sorry, damn music. They found somebody that was like that, and he literally was a camp counselor or a daycare person or something, and just had all this fucked up shit.
It's so messed
Oh, I
up.
see this DLive thing. That's so funny.
That's Salty Cracker. He's another D-Liver who he definitely gets a lot of attention. In one stream, he can get anywhere from, at worst, on a bad day, 13 to 15,000 viewers. On a good day, almost every single person that's following him. Yeah.
37K? Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Well, he has 38.4K right now. I just checked.
That's really, really good. Interaction.
Oh yeah. He talks about politics, so. Yeah, that's how I came to DLive.
From Salty Cracker?
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes, from Salty Cracker, and then I saw Nordic Frost and went to hang out with him, and then he hosted Ghost one time, and then from Ghost I met everyone else.
Nice. That's probably where I met you.
Yes, it was.
Armagerd. Okay, sorry, I've been slightly distracted, but I think I am good at this point.
Welcome back, Joe.
Oh, thank God. Joe,
Oh wow.
we need you. He's out killing again.
Oh, did you hear that? Thank God, he
Uh,
was desperate for you.
Oh, yeah.
This small black cock.
Need it. Joe's small black cock.
I mean, I do
See,
have
Joe.
a pass.
No,
Let me get
No. Did you revoke it?
I saw it.
the Ralph.
I did.
Like, fucking got revoked. Damn it.
Dang it.
By only means.
You had one job.
Okay.
You had to keep that safe.
Oh, bad.
Just kidding.
I had a pawn it.
Just kidding. But now
hope it was
everyone
worth
knows
it, you
that
son
Flo
of a
prefers
bitch.
dick. It was. It was very worth it.
Damn, this is sick.
But yeah.
I love that it's downloading the entire fucking playlist, making things so easy on me.
What playlist?
I'll send it to you. It's just a bunch of royalty-free animations. I'm gonna make this huge, like, cause we do 5-hour streams sometimes. I'm going to make a very long video I can just put in the background and not think about it anymore. Maybe it won't be super long, but I'll have it loop. I want a big one. And then
Yikes.
when shit gets crazy,
no.
I'll have my music playlist finished. And, I can put that in, and then I won't have to stream anything while I'm streaming. It'll be a good time.
Question.
Yes.
What do you guys think about barbell nibbles?
I'm sorry,
And
what?
Superior
industrial-
to captive rings. Like
What
the
the hell is
circle
it?
with the ball in the middle. I call them captives. But like a
I have no idea what they're
barbell,
called.
Straight barbell is like an accent because that's what I used to have in my right.
Let me picture what you're talking about, 'cause it's not registering with me. Because this is what I'm talking about, but I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Those are bent barbells.
Barbell, yeah.
Okay, because they're not straight through. So imagine that with the
Well,
hang on.
one of them is bent, the other one's straight, or at least it looks that way.
Sorry, I'll look at the right.
Maybe.
Those
Maybe.
are the
I
kind
don't
of
pay that
guys
much
that
attention.
work, because you have to get them shorter. You can't get the bent barbells that are for like your tongue, which obviously yours are too long, or like your industrial, which is the top of your ear. You have to get them nipple length.
Makes sense. I mean, I would say it depends on the personality of the gal. It really does. Because if she has those and she's kind of trashy, it would probably be a turnoff. But if she had them and she was... I shouldn't say trashy because sometimes that's attractive as well. But it's just, it depends, honestly. I know that's kind of a stupid answer. But yeah.
Oh, those.
The picture I just
okay.
posted, the one
Yeah.
in black is what I used to have in my nipples and my lips, and then I
Oh
went
my.
to the picture you posted is what I went to for my nipples as time went on, because those are more comfortable to wear.
See, I call those bull horns. Because it
Oh,
reminds
yeah.
me of a
Horns?
bull.
The septum.
The captive. Yeah, and if you have your septum pierced with that shit, but even then, like, you can't have it low. You gotta have it just barely peeking out, and that's why you get the horseshoe shape, which is like the letter U,
Yeah, yeah,
See?
I know.
where you just have them
I know more
barely
about
poking
face
out.
piercings.
Yeah, you gotta have them barely poking out. You can't have that fucking
Oh,
long ass
right.
shit like just waiting on someone to like grab it and lead you around like a fucking pay pig in real life. No,
But
but like
it's,
I like nipple rings. Like I've always like, but it depends on the person. Like you're not gonna find someone who's
yeah.
completely vanilla who has that.
That's true.
But I mean, you can have plenty of people who are vanilla-ish that had that. They're just like, oh, like a girl who likes her nipple played with is not weird. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm a girl, so yes, I know more. I know more
But
about
like,
girls
if a
being
guy
girls.
has it done, stereotypically, okay, it's either gonna be your guy who's gonna be muscular, who has it done, maybe one or two other piercings, and he's just like the guy at the bar who was just like, I'm so badass, I don't feel pain. And you're like, alright, go get on your Harley and go fuck off somewhere else. But like, some guys just were like, yeah, I just like piercings, and then you have guys who are like, oh no, like I'm into bondage and this is part of the other lifestyle I have, you know?
That's interesting. It varies. The nip pierce. What about
So,
Prince Albert?
Yeah,
Is that a
because
straight
I've never seen it that
BDSM?
way. I've
No.
no,
I knew a guy
I
who
would not
wasn't into
say that.
bondage who had that done, but he worked at a tattoo shop, so he was just like, I got it done, my girl likes it, and that's it. That's all it was.
I mean, as long as you guys both like it, then good.
Yeah, because she had to not get laid for 3 months, so I hope she liked it. You know?
Yeah, it takes a while to heal. I've heard.
It does. It really
Yep.
does.
And even then, you gotta like it's a thing. As long as that's in, you have to take care of it. You have to like sometimes take breaks. Like
Yeah,
it's sensitive.
it's just with any piercings though. So, because I had 2 piercings, I had to take them out, but I had a helix, a double helix. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
What a
On my
load
ear.
of wank.
Fuck you.
Oh,
I came up.
okay.
I remember when Suicide Girls came out. They changed the goddamn internet. That was everything the internet ever fucking wanted all at once. Was fucking Suicide Girls. That was fuck. Whoever decided, like, I'm sure it was just the evolution of things, but that was amazing. When you had like Foxy and you had alt girls and emo and everything all at once, it was on the upswing. And then someone was like, Suicide Girls, let's make it Playboy for girls with emo.
Well, it's really smart. Yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck yeah.
I feel like
Ah, yes,
tattoos are a
fucking
little
brilliant.
bit inherently
but
sexy.
why would they call it? Oh yeah, we've definitely romanticized tattoos.
Well, even on guys, right? Because it's like the sailor, the guy who was in, you know, World War II, Vietnam. I mean, all of this is, as a girl looking at a guy, it's romanticized, right?
Oh yeah, so like females, when we look at guys who have tattoos, we check to see if it's on their front torso and on their sleeves. Anywhere else is not as appealing for most girls, but they'll still handle it. Like if a man has a tattoo on his ankle, we're gonna be like, yay, bro. But-
He ain't
That's
looking at girls,
true,
let's be
yeah.
honest. Okay, with the exception of, I've only known one guy with a lower back tattoo, and that was, God, Bucky Lassick had one, and who was this pro skater from Brazil? He was a half-pipe skater. He had a lower back tattoo.
What
And
were
I
they
remember at the
of? Do
time-
you remember?
It was like a big-ass tribal piece. I mean, it was masculine, it wasn't feminine by any means, but it was like a badass tribal design or whatever, but it was on his lower back. And then he explained it. He was like, in the States, it is seen as feminine, but it's not as much. I think it was Brazil, but he was like, it's not the same where I'm from.
Well, in the States, a lower back tattoo on females is a tramp stamp.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
So-
Paulo, where the
A
fuck
guy
do you find
with a
this
stomach tattoo is
That's
always
not
viewed
even-
the same in every country.
It's not even close. That is not even close. What I was
What?
thinking is right underneath the head of the cock, there's kind of like a seam. Maybe get that pierced. But
Yeah,
that
no.
right there, fuck that. Oh my god. You
I
have
No.
defiled,
agree. I thought
you have
this is what
defiled this Discord so
No.
much.
Okay,
it's
hold up.
ridiculous.
Okay, let me ask my
We
girl.
were a
I did
clean,
not.
slightly
hold up.
edgy meme you know,
I'm-
fun interview Discord,
God.
and now there's nothing but tits, cocks, needles.
To be fair, we have a lot more dicks on this Discord than tits. I think we've had one pair of tits.
And that's not
So,
how
let
I
me ask my
prefer
girl.
things.
If
do
now
something
this
else.
is a fake dick, okay? If
Thank you.
this was a real
Thank
dick and someone sent this to you, would you fuck him? Or would you be like, no, that's not going in me?
Are
Yeah.
you asking me or Flo?
Who
No,
do you
my girl.
think,
She's shaking her
sweetheart?
head no, and she just said
Good lord.
no. Like every part of no.
I
No.
agree with her. No.
Huh?
It's an ugly penis.
I
Okay, that's a
agree.
fake
Nasty.
penis. I know it's ugly. It's fake.
Hey, that's a little problematic. It's not the penis's fault it's black.
Okay, so which piercing scares you? The door knocker
Me?
on the bottom or the stud on
I
want to
hear what
no,
you
my
have
girl.
to say. If somebody had a
Oh.
cock like that, would you consider fucking them?
I mean, I don't like this.
No.
Not at all.
Okay, so she's saying the raised
No.
one scares her.
Same
Yeah,
here. I don't,
gotcha.
because I'm trying to picture how that would work without hurting me.
Okay, but to her credit though, her entire thing is the penis looks weird. It's not the piercing, but the penis itself looks weird.
Oh, it's just like a stuffed molding, so you can see what it would look like on a real, you know.
Yeah, but that's
and I
what she's
don't
stuck
wanna-
on. I can't help this.
You're gonna find another one. Find an attractive quality penis with that piercing. and
I don't
store
want
that. We
to.
need something
Okay,
I'm
look,
not-
I'll fucking do it. Jesus fuck.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
fine.
you.
Like a fucking because like I already
Leave
what's
searching
gonna happen.
her,
If I show
actually.
her anything under 6 inches, she's gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna fucking talk to him. Fuck him. He has issues.
Under 6
So
inches.
now I'm
you
think
said?
so? 6
googling
inches
huge
is what she
cock
said?
Prince Albert.
That's the Prince Albert? I thought the Prince Albert was underneath.
Yes.
Well, oh.
Maybe I don't know what the fuck
me.
I'm talking about.
I
As
know,
has
'cause
been
I
the
used to get
case
'em
quite a bit
confused.
tonight. I'm not very literate on penis piercings, unfortunately.
Okay, so would you fuck this guy? Oh. Hang on. Let me put the picture I'm showing her in the Discord. And let's just hope this is photoshopped. If not, then hats off to this fucking kid.
Oh no!
He
Why
has a cigarette,
you?
so he's 18.
Oh,
So would you
God.
fuck him?
No. No. No.
She's smiling, so I guess yes.
Oh Jesus!
He
I don't
looks-
think I would fuck anything with piercing.
Oh,
Okay, so no
God.
piercings.
Oh,
He
get in the
just looks so
fucking
young.
Discord if you're interested.
By the way, in the Discord, like, can we appreciate that he has that sized up to at least a 4 gauge? That might be a 2 or a 0.
Oh
That's
God.
that's at least a 4 gauge.
Why
That's a
does
big
everything?
one.
I mean, I love talking about sounding and all, you guys, but it seems like it always comes back to fucking sounding. Sound off
Oh.
on the Fuck Around Tuesday, Volume 5.
Okay, this is the
I'm gonna
picture
fucking
I
delete
didn't
it.
show my girl,
You can have that.
but it's for the Discord, so you're welcome.
Oh no, I hate that.
That's a
so much. I
straight.
hate
That's
that.
a straight sounder. That's a seasoned pro right there. I don't know.
Oh shit, where'd the other picture go? Did I not send this?
Be back.
You're coming back? Okay, I think she left.
Should be
Yeah,
back.
you scared her
Okay,
away
no,
with that.
that's not the picture I showed my girl. The picture I showed my girl was the kid smoking the cigarette.
Yeah, I deleted it. I couldn't have that anymore. I was like, oh god.
Oh, my bad. I just posted that shit again. I'm like, oh, where'd it
You
go?
son
Let's
of a
fucking put it
bitch.
back.
You
It went
son of a
away.
bitch. That's all right. I'm not gonna look at the Discord for a minute. Let me
Uh-oh.
try pinging some people. I'll do it in the meme channel so they don't have to see that shit.
I'll fucking delete it.
It's all right. Whatever you feel is the best.
I mean, we kind of do. I mean, like, isn't that naturally for guys? Like, there's one guy at work that all he does is send, gifs of just porn to everyone.
Jeffs. You say GIFs, I can't. I say GIF. I know it's wrong, but I don't.
GIF.
Give a shit.
I've always said GIF.
That's the guy
But then,
that
like-
made the file format. I believe that's what he prefers.
But see, like, that doesn't matter, though, right? Like, that's the guy who said, well, I made Pepe, and now Pepe is all about sucking black gay dicks. And you're like, fuck
Yeah,
off. Like, you lost
seriously.
it. You ain't claiming that shit back, buddy.
Oh yeah, no way.
Me and my boys took that shit
Pepe
and ran
was
with it. You're
fucking
fucking
nothing
dumb.
before 4chan got a hold of it. It was a
What
shit
did I miss?
comic. Shit tier comic. We're talking about Pepe.
Pepe.
Oh, yeah.
But then, like, oh yeah, it's about the Discord. Like, we have one guy at work who just sends porn, like animations, gifs to everyone. But then, like, when you look at the people that are like that we bullshit with, like our private conversations, it's all like weird shit. It's all like this Discord. Like after the podcast, the next
Lord
day,
have
I sent
mercy.
a pierced dick to my buddy, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta show my wife this shit." You know, so I mean, like, when you look at all the pictures we have in our conversation, it's hunting records, guns, cars, and weird dicks. Because there's nothing more entertaining than when you know for a fact your buddy's on lunch break and sending him a picture of a herpes-infested penis.
Oh.
Very funny.
Yeah, you know, it's tempting to show your wife or girlfriend or significant other, you know, non-binary trans life partner, various things, but
I approve of Bibble. Go ahead.
yeah, that's for Bibble out there. It is fun because, you know, most of the time, you know, Apple being an exception, the females, they don't venture into these parts of the internet. As at least, you know, the ones in my area. I'm sure some of them do, and then they just hide it. You know, it's funny, if you ever are on a girl's phone, go to her fucking browser history and search porn and see what kind of porn she's been watching. That is always surprising.
No. You're in a good relationship when your partner sends you porn, and not like the romantic, like, I found an X part.
It's just
Like,
oh
look how
god.
they're romantic and hug each other. Like, no, I want my girl to send me someone folded up into a pretzel and rough fucked to death, and her being like, by the way, I masturbated to this today. Not, I want you to come home, but just simply, by the way, the dildo is wet. Have a good day at work. And you're like, alright, do you.
What a fucking blue baller, though. Nothing you can do about that at that point.
Yeah, like when you're dating, it's like, oh, I can't wait for you to come here, tee hee. But yeah, but when you're in a relationship, it's like, I watched porn and I passed out. Have a good day at work. I'll be sleeping for 2 hours. It's like, alright.
See that love thing phase you have going on? That doesn't even last for more than 2 months with me. I can't do that. Oh, I want to see you back home. Okay, so much. Oh no, you hang up. No, you. Oh my god, just shut up.
Oh,
They
you
hang up the
never
phone already.
know. You might find
Well,
some
I don't
ginger
know.
out
We did
there.
that for like a month.
I'm not into gingers.
What?
I like blondes.
Bombs?
Men that have
they're,
souls, you
well,
know?
when they're like 60 years old and they have man tits, their ginger hair will turn blonde. Is that alright?
No.
That's unfortunate. Apple.
If I'm 60, I should already be married.
Oh, Apple.
You know, good advice is the more fucked up a girl is because of her childhood, the more kinky she is.
Oh,
Good rule of
crazy in
thumb,
the
just
head,
saying.
crazy in the bed. You already know, baby. I've been saying that for years.
We used to have a thing where, like, okay, so you have to go back like 10-ish years ago, before it was normal to see purple hair and green hair the way it is now. But like, that used to be the running joke with my friends, is like, if you could find a girl who had a streak of blue, pink, pick a color, didn't matter, that's the girl who's down to fuck. Like, if before
I mean, it's still
dyeing
accurate.
your hair bright colors was normal, I
It's
don't know,
still
maybe
pretty
that
damn
holds
accurate.
up now. I don't know, but like,
Go to California,
like the
you'll
green
find out.
hair is normal-ish, right?
Yeah,
Yours-
it's like I was watching an ad about a cryptocurrency today, and all of the little animations had different color hair and stuff like that.
way to put it.
It doesn't seem to me like Maria's the problem here.
Well, but
That's
that's
Mike
amazing.
Canales is a
Not
clear.
real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But see, I'm not in the dating scene. Is
Oh,
dyed
and a
hair
good-
normal nowadays?
To some extent, yes, but not entirely. Like, you wouldn't keep your dyed hair for
Yeah, like,
the rest
switch
of your
it
life.
up,
You'd only do
right?
it for like a
No.
season of your life.
Well, I've seen more people with green hair now than I ever saw people with
Because it's
blue or pink.
normalized, and people have said, "Oh my gosh, I'm cool and like trendy and accepted if I dye my hair."
It's like, I totally like Xanax, just like Billie Eilish. It's like, fuck off. Just fuck off. But like, I've worked next to colleges, like when I used to work down in Atlanta.
Like
I
Maria's.
used to go. I spent a lot of time like Georgia Tech and Georgia State University, and you could tell just by the parking lot if there was a lot of college students, not by their age, but you could look out over the sea of heads and just see
Fact
the
that
green
Mike
hair
Canales
and the pink hair and the purple
is a
hair.
clear.
And you're just like, I'm by a liberal arts degree. There's a liberal arts degree class that just fucking let out somewhere. And because I have facial hair, I'm gonna be assaulted. I need to leave.
So stupid.
But see, but that's also with a click though, right? Like that's a way to,
Mike Canales
like when I was coming up,
is a
you
clear.
had dyed hair, it was punk, it was emo, it was goth, it was skater, not really drug scene, but like different subsets, but like all these were on the outskirts of society. But now you have dyed
Yeah, for
hair as
me-
a almost a leftist symbol, right?
Canales is a.
Yeah, and also, the people I grew up with when they had colored hair or the wanky, weird haircuts, it was because they were extremely emo and they're like, I have so much depression and anxiety. I only
No.
listen to punk and no one understands me. Oh my god! And I was like, as if no one's been in that situation before you. Buckle up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, we used to make
I
that
feel
hot
like
topic.
teens have their angsty phase. Like I look back on some of the times I was younger and I'm like, God, you were so cringy, bro. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, we all did that. But I
See,
mean, but that's
don't
part of
think I ever
adulthood,
got to
right?
do that.
Yeah, coming to the startling conclusion that you're really dumb sometimes.
Gonna die one day? Oh,
Good
yeah.
lord, what the fuck did I have this?
No,
time
I
to
mean,
do?
I don't think I. No, I mean, I don't think I ever got to do the teen angst thing because, I had too much responsibility on my hands, and also when I would be surrounded by people who were emo, so at first I thought I could relate to them because I was like, oh, pain. They would start talking about their problems, and their problems would be, my mother didn't let me go out this week.
I
it's a
didn't
stupid
even get an
party."
Xbox
No, but-
360. I didn't get my iPad is on back order. Like all this
Mhm.
fucking ridiculous shit.
Yeah,
But say like,
and also like,
but that also
was their
drives
angst.
depression too, because like when you have people who, like you hear people bitch about that, and you're like, I got the fuck beat out of me because my dad was drunk when I got up for school. Like, am I that different? You know what I mean? Like that does alienate some kids more. But on the other end, you have some kids who have
well,
dealt
most of
with
them
things.
didn't have real problems, is what I'm saying. Most of them were
Yeah.
just ungrateful brats. And anytime
Yeah.
something bad happened to me, if I even tried to share it, they'd be like, "Oh my god, if you need to call CPS or something," I was like, "No, you dramatic
No.
fuck."
Yeah, that's
Yeah, calling
that's
the
a
police. That
thing.
definitely solves your problems.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Anybody that
Yes.
needs the police to solve their problems.
There's a clear beta cut. Is the problem.
what the fuck?
Oh, it's long. It's got some on the end. Okay.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah.
like you also have those
That was
kids where they're
fun.
just like,
The clear
I
beta
know
cut.
that like they've had it really rough for so many years, and now they have like they went through the teenage angst of whatever at like 12,
Is the
and now
problem.
they're 16, and they're like, yeah, I have a
Is the
job
problem.
after school. Like I know that you're
Yeah.
sad about your boyfriend, but like. I literally
get
have
things
not
done.
seen my dad in 3 years. My mom hates me, and I have to work a part-time job to help take care of my little brother. Like those kids end up
The
very
clear beta
different,
cut.
You know what I
Is the
mean?
problem.
Yeah, Joe,
I
it's
know
startling.
the
It's
feeling.
startling how similar we are. I had to like walk my sister to school for many years, and
It changes
walked her
lucky.
you.
home
It
and
really
shit.
changes how you look at problems.
I mean, I'm not
I was
complaining,
an
but
only
it was
child,
just like
so
it was like get up early to do that, then go to school, then come home from school, then do that, then wait hours. You know, just
yeah,
get used to it. Got a lot of exercise and shit. So I mean, pluses and negatives.
that's true. I don't have siblings, so it was just me dealing with it by myself, and I had a dog though.
A dog
Dog
out.
helped.
Did it really?
Yeah.
That's good.
At times, but sometimes when your parents really want to beat the shit out of you, they're gonna beat the shit out of you no matter what.
That's for
So,
sure. Yeah, because the dog will get it next. The
Yeah.
dog's not stupid.
But
the
say that
dog
dog
one
is
time
your
came
best
in to
friend.
interfere, and the dog got hit by the belt, and ever since then, he just like barks from afar now. Well, not now anymore, but way back then. So,
But
That's
like
what I mean, yeah.
my best friend was my lab, and like when Maggie, when she died, god damn, that was like burying a sibling. Because I mean, like the dog was there for me through so much, and when
yeah.
she died when I was 15, I think 16. So I was like, fuck, I need you now so fucking bad. You know, god damn, that was fucking rough. And like I know, like when you get older, like it sounds weird, but like at that time, it was
No.
earth shattering.
Yeah. But at least you had your sibling, so that helps to some extent.
It
Yeah.
does.
The bad thing that sucks is that when you're
Unfortunately,
younger than
like that's such
and
a
you're the
weird
one
thing
protecting
to
them,
think that
they
way,
don't
but yeah,
realize
it's
how much
fucking
you're
true.
keeping from them to protect them, and they need to understand what you're protecting them from. Sometimes they really think that the parents are like wonderful people that you just left behind because you were in a temper tantrum. I'm like, no, I helped you escape them because I took beatings for you when they were supposed to go to you to protect you, kind of thing. And they're like, no, you just hate mom for no reason or dad, and I was like, no, you dumbass, I have a legitimate reason.
Yeah, but
Well,
see,
yeah,
like the gap of
it's why I couldn't
Go
turn
ahead.
my sister down when she's like, "Hey, can I come stay with you?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, if you want." It's kind of a
But see,
strain,
like
but at
the
the same time, I'm like, "Shit, I did the same thing when I was her age."
yeah, but like the how siblings look at the exact same situation is so telling of how different two people can look at the same event and see completely different
Oh
things
yeah.
happen. And you're just like
So like people like us.
yeah, I mean like once that really settles in, it really changes how you can look at someone.
He
Me?
did get really loud. Yeah.
No. I don't know what it
Same,
is.
because I was like, dang.
I'm looking at pictures. I don't
Mhm.
know.
That one.
But like once you figure out that like two people can look at the same situation very different. It's very different how you can look at life the same way.
Dude, they
When
don't
you're like,
even.
oh, you look at things different because you had a very different upbringing, you had a different, first 15 years of your life, you know what I mean?
They don't even rely on eyewitness testimony in a lot of cases these days because people's memory is so fluid.
No, it's
It's
always been
fluid and
that
it's
way,
fucked
yeah.
up. There's only a 70 to 60% accuracy rate when you're recalling faces, so lineups aren't that great of evidence. They're evidence, but they're not great, solid evidence.
Yeah, it's not concrete. And also, this is my theory. It's not really a theory, but it's just an observation. You guys will probably derive what I derive from this, but when you see someone's face that is a different race than yours, it's much, much harder for you to remember specific details about it just because of the way it depends on who you grow up though. Like if you're a black individual and you grow up with white family, you'll be able to recognize white people way easier than black people. But it's just an
Yeah.
interesting observation about, race and psychology.
No, I agree with that. Like, I grew up in a mostly white, like 90.
That's where like, oh, they all look the
white.
same. It's like, okay, well, I mean, it's just anyone other than who you grew up with. I'm pretty sure. Maybe looking in the mirror has a lot to do with it too, though. So I'm not sure if you might,
No.
regardless of who you grow up with.
No.
No, because I mean, who do you interact with? How do you remember those
Yeah.
faces? Like, how do you remember
Yeah, you're
the
right.
sea
There's
of
a lot more
faces at a
time.
brand new
Environment.
school?
It's your environment that affects you more than yourself.
Yeah, it's like or was it?
Shout out
genetics
Lotus and
versus
Lieutenant Binary in the
environment.
chat.
Lieutenant.
But yeah.
So we can move on to something in a similar vein, but with a more positive thing. Hold on, I actually have to Google something real quick.
Okay.
Jews.
Yeah,
No,
pretty
just me?
much. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you know, not really. It was in Europe
I thought
though.
it was this way.
Where the fuck? What?
They had some good years a while back, man. They were
What
fucking
the
going at it.
No, not so. I need that screenshot today.
Today.
Miriam Rodriguez.
Oh fuck! I gotta fuck. God damn it! Where the fuck that video is? The have you ever seen someone slingshot a cum-filled condom into someone's throat?
You put it in the
Yes.
damn Discord, dude.
Yeah, you
It's already
did.
been in there.
Oh fuck! God damn it! No, because you
Fucking
said
like
today.
that.
Because the girl in the
Apparently.
video was like, it went down my throat. I mean, that girl who was
The
like,
clear
oh,
beta
no,
cup
today.
is a problem.
Let me see something here.
Oh no. Just wild. Wild chat.
Oh shit. I'm pulling this up right now.
What happened?
Sorry, I was just fixing the soundboard. This is really shit I should do off stream. But anyways, I got it pulled up. So there's a woman named Miriam Rodriguez. And fuck the New York Times. Too much exposition. I'll go with Wikipedia. Wikipedia is bae. Alright. Put
What?
incognito up. Alright. This is not who I want. Damn it.
You want to go full Alex Jones?
Okay, so anyways, Miriam Elizabeth Rodriguez Martinez was a Mexican human rights activist who became one of the many missing child parents after her daughter was abducted and killed. Miriam was killed by gunmen who broke into her home in 2017. Let's see.
So.
Oh, this is I'm getting fucked.
I'm confused on what we're talking about.
This is a delightful
Same.
woman named Miriam. She's oh no way.
If
Was
this
she
is
really
supposed to
that
make me
hot
happy,
chick?
you're killing it.
I know.
Yeah, she looks attractive, yes.
I'm
Yeah, it
not
was
looking at
someone
whatever you're
else.
looking at.
Okay,
A
so
mother who hunted down.
God, get the fuck out of here.
What are you looking for?
Oh my god, they're fucking me up because I'm using ad blocker. I'll find a story later, but anyways, her daughter got kidnapped, and she spent the rest of her time hunting down the people that killed her daughter and just was killing them all. And they were all
How was
cartel
she killing
members. I think she was shooting.
How was she
them.
killing cartel members?
Alright, let's see here.
Yes.
Did she approach them as like a prostitute, then just like pulled a gun out of the hoo-ha and killed them, or what?
I know I read it. Okay. Rodriguez, unwilling to accept law enforcement's excuses and unwillingness to look further into her daughter's kidnapping, began stalking and successfully capturing nearly every living member of the crew that had abducted her daughter for ransom. She took on fake identities, dyed her hair, and got close to those she thought were tied to the kidnappers to get names, addresses, and their daily rituals. I read in another article that she posed as an election official or something like that. Keep in mind, this is in Mexico. So it's not like
Okay.
America where that would also be easy. It might be a little harder in Mexico. On Mother's Day 2017, after coming home from chasing down another one of her daughter's kidnappers, she was shot 13 times in front of her home by some of the people she had helped put away. So maybe a little blackpilling at the end, but what a bad bitch. Shout out to Miriam Rodriguez.
Shout out to the dead girl. Yeah.
She's dead.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
badass story,
was-
though. I mean,
she was tricked on Facebook into meeting what she thought was a teenage girl. Come take a seat over here. But a teenage girl in trouble. But yep, the gang members got her. She got.
well, I mean, you can't go after the cartel and expect that not to happen. Right? The
Yeah,
difference
she should
is, I'm
have
sure
killed
she
them.
was
She'd probably
okay
still be
with that.
alive if she had killed them. I know that's a sad reality for many.
No, there's always more cartel members.
Yeah,
You're not
but I
taking
mean,
out
Mhm.
5
people-
and living.
The people that killed her were ones that she had, you know, directed the
Away.
police towards, and so they just got sat in there and thought about it, you know.
I mean,
Is it the anniversary? Like, how did you come across this?
I do not know.
Sorry,
I
Apple, go.
saw it on Instagram somewhere.
Oh.
Also, are you familiar with, I know Joe is because I've talked about her before, but Leah Ditton? Do you know who that is?
sounds familiar.
So she is rowing from California to Japan. And she stopped in Hawaii. She broke the world record of men and women's unassisted row from California to Hawaii. And now she's headed towards Japan. She is another badass bitch. But she's got this cool website called Row Leah Row. And you can track
Oh,
her
I've seen it.
progress.
Yeah,
I'll put it in the general.
I see where.
But she does little blog updates and stuff. She actually, a couple months ago, when we last checked in with Leah, she had capsized her boat in the middle of the ocean. Could you imagine being in a fucking rowboat in the middle of the ocean and you capsize?
Yeah.
Jesus. No.
I mean, there's no motor with this thing. She's got like an emergency beacon if shit gets hairy, but I mean, it's scary. And she's at sea for months at a time because she's rowing, you know? You know? I don't like that song either.
Mhm.
Shit songs.
Let me, as we're talking records, in the general, like for you to feast your eyes upon this beautiful
I
goddamn
did look
doe.
at that when you sent it to me. That's quite impressive, dude. I want to go
Gorgeous.
hunting so bad. I've never been. I fish a fuck ton, but I don't go hunting too much.
Go, man. Ruger American and 308, you're looking at $400.
I know that's what I
308's
need to do,
fucking
bro.
cheap
I
as
love
fuck.
Rugers, and I just would rather put it towards an AR, you know. But I would like a good.
Yeah, you
hunting
need a
rifle.
designated hunting rifle. I mean,
I just
Oh,
want
yeah.
an
But, like,
AR.
it's- the same price as a Savage. It's fucking better. The grip's better.
what round did you say? 30 6 or 308? Oh, 308's
308?
even better. Yeah.
I just like 308.
Binary wants to come in, and I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
I have to.
Well, thank you for
Okay.
coming.
Yes. Thanks for stopping by.
Very much appreciate it. You're always welcome.
Thanks.
Plug your
Bye,
stuff
mates.
if you want. I think we only have a couple viewers.
Doesn't matter.
dlive.tv/hollow/underscore apple.
Hollow / Apple. What a username.
I'll fucking link it in the chat in a second.
But anyways, yeah, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it anytime. Oh, can you tell me about Sam Hyde? What were your thoughts?
Who?
Sam Hyde, that guy that I sent you the video of.
Oh, he felt a bit too on the
Motivational speaker
nose
to your
and
soul.
insane as hell. That's what he felt like.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely, even his serious stuff is a little bit unhinged and kind of like a fever dream. I'll send you, he used to have a show called $1 Million Extreme on Adult Swim. I'll send you some of those, but I sent her Paradigm Shift 2070.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
amazing.
And it's just like, in the beginning of the speech, it sounded like every college trying to make children come and apply for the school. They're like, you can be the future. You are the future.
Yeah.
You're important. You're validated. You matter. Now pay us so you can matter.
Yeah, you know, he's making fun of people that say shit like that in that video. He
I
like,
know.
because TED Talks are such like an egotistical thing to do. And
Oh, God,
yeah,
yeah.
I wish I could have been at Drexel University when that shit happened. Drexel.
But like, he's a motivational speaker for guys coming into adulthood and figuring out the transition between a younger guy to a more, stable man with goals and ambition. So like,
Oh, so like you. Got it. No wonder you like him.
well, I mean, he's a good motivational speaker for
Yeah.
someone who's 30.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
I don't take
who's
offense
this
to that.
random-
I came up on him.
Who's this random lady you put in the chat in general? Pay bills by God at 9:22.
Oh, that's a Miriam. It's Miriam Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, she's a different one. She's not the one that hunted down the cartel members and then got shot 13 times. This is like a little old lady.
Lie to me.
But yeah, she has
No,
the
how
same
dare you?
name.
No, it's the same one.
I was like,
No,
no
it's the same
way,
one.
this hot bitch did that, but no, she didn't. All right, hold
She
on.
watched
or
Jessica
Apple.
Alba too much.
Damn it. I'm gonna change your name for me or something, so it just says Apple.
Thank you, internet friend.
Okay. Hawaii.
Oh my God, you're a saint. She changed it to Apple.
Fuck yeah.
All right, Lieutenant Binary's here. He's got to unmute. No.
Can you link her info? I'm steaming the floors right now.
Yeah, no problem. Steaming the foot. You're always doing some sort of like good husband shit.
Well, I mean, it needs to get done, and it's superior to sweeping.
True. Well, it's also much more sanitary. I mean, in terms of coronavirus.
I don't give a fuck about the virus, but I mean, when you have a pack of retards fucking up your house on a daily basis, you tend to have to clean it,
Okay, so I'm gonna do a little something. I'm gonna boost you up. Turn my PC down. Wait, yeah, turn it down. Because I want the music to be quieter. Any like Chrome extension that I download, to change the music, it fucks the audio completely. Because they have some that, you can control the volume of each individual tab.
I still can't figure out why I got loud all of a sudden.
I don't know, that was weird.
Like, I have the same earbuds in. I was leaned against something, looking at a picture on my phone, and then stood up, and then you started saying I got louder. So I was like, how did I get louder? Like, my ears didn't move.
Okay, that works good. It just sounded, you started to talk about something serious too, and it sounded like you leaned into the mic. This is funny. It's like Joe Schmo for effect.
Right. So, how do you mop your floors? Like, what chemicals do you use?
Like
Followed by, do you have, wait.
Yeah.
Without doxing, do you have hardwoods, or?
Yeah. They're very old though, so it's not like I feel like I need to keep them in good shape per se. But in terms of, keeping a good polish, so I just use a hydrogen peroxide cleaner.
Hell yeah. I like going either full Latin cleaner and using Fabuloso like a little bit,
Yeah.
or the Febreze Lysol style, where they have the kind for linoleum. But if you got hardwoods, you've got to have. I've spent so much money on hardwood cleaners because it makes it smell so fucking good.
Oh yeah, I'm running out of storage space. I gotta transfer something to the old external drive. Golly,
Just delete all porn.
the variableness of the damn YouTube videos is crazy. Sometimes they're too loud, sometimes they're too soft. That's another problem.
I sent you that playlist I've been building. It's all of that stuff is stuff that is suitable for loop, just as visuals.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea about any of the audio.
Shit, hold on, don't talk for a second. Okay, try it again.
YouTube playlist is for
Yeah, I think
visuals only.
you were probably blasting the people in the stream. I didn't notice because you sound fine to me, but
Oh gosh, that may be why Lieutenant was like, "What are you guys talking about in there?"
he's in here. I don't know why he doesn't unmute himself.
I can hear you.
Drunk Unt is standing up for ice cream. Alright, so let's see.
Can you not hear you? I
No,
bet he's fucking with
yeah,
you.
he's muted. He should be able to hear.
No. I can hear him.
You can hear him? Oh, I have him server muted.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm listening
Oh.
to him talk.
Hey, you need to make me unmute you. That's how that works.
God.
I thought when it was lit up like that, that was you muting yourself, but you know that's how it goes.
I am unmuted in
Yeah,
this.
now you are.
All right. Yeah, I can guess why I was muted the other day.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but just had to whip it real quick. I unmuted you a little bit after that.
Jesus Christ, I was so fucking hammered the other day. Sorry, man.
That's all right. It was just a little too ironic for my taste.
Yeah, a little bit of edge here. How are you doing,
Just a
gentlemen?
tad. Good, man. How are you?
I'm fine. I saw that you touched this lady that decided to go and kill cartel guys, and she was a pretty badass fucking mom, if you ask me.
Yeah, she
Like
went and
seeking
found
revenge.
It was kind of like the movie Taken, which is why I was.
Yeah, but the Mexican version.
Yeah. Taquilla.
Mania.
Tomado.
Tomado.
But
What
do you
was
know
the?
that? Yeah.
Good.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was like, there was a movie that was made after Taken with a white girl, and it was like no, it was after John Wick, Atomic Blonde, and they made another
with
one with
Charlize
black
Theron.
girls. Yeah, they made another one with black girls that we watched, but then there was another one that was like a Taken knockoff.
Oh,
And like, I
God.
wonder if they use some of that story as like, oh, like the super badass mom saving her kid.
Yes,
It's a good story.
There is always, I don't know, probably in the US there is these stories about the courage mom that did something really badass to save his children or protect their family, and so, and in the 80s in Spain, there was a mom that got into this drug world, that it was breeding Spain with drug addicts, and so to rescue his son out of this fucking world. And it's called, it's like some sort of urban legend in there in Spain.
Was it
But
real?
yes, it was real. And
That's
so
cool.
Yeah, and there was this movement that it began like the prohibition in the United States, that it was started by women, that they were tired of all the drunkenness and so, but a little bit more
Mad?
serious. Uh,
Did you guys hear me
when it
vaping just then?
No.
no.
Though there was Mothers Against
Oh, there it
Drunk
is.
Drivers in the 80s, but
Mhm.
there
Sorry,
was a
chat.
prohibition movement before that with women who were mad about their husbands coming home drunk. But I don't remember their name though. I do remember it though.
Uh, in Spain in the 80s, late 80s, beginning of the 90s, it made sense that there were this group of moms that they got together against drugs. Because at some point in my region from Spain, it was the main port of entry of 80% of the cocaine consumed in Europe at some point. 80% of the cocaine that it was consumed in Europe came through our cities, in our ports, in my region in Spain, and
Jesus.
there was just a drug epidemic, like literally, people,
Did it come through
entire
Portugal
generation.
or
No, no,
at one point?
through no, through Galicia, where I'm from.
Galicia.
Uh, yeah, and it's a fucking interesting story, because we had this civil war back in the 36 through 39, and then the country was completely fucking destroyed. So people didn't have
They
anything.
overthrew a king, right?
No, they overthrew the Democratic Republic to establish a dictatorship, and
Oh fuck, I know that.
yeah,
What's his
and
name?
Franco.
Franco. Yep.
Yeah,
There's people that are
and
still all about him today.
yeah, I don't know why, because Franco was just another piece of shit. Never mind all the the oh yeah, there were no freedom of speech, there were not voting, and so no democracy. But little do they know that Franco was just a real piece of shit that pretended to be this big patriot, and sold the country to few families
Is the
in the
problem.
country, in Spain, and members of these families are still ruling the country effectively as of today, 2020. And people saying, no, Franco was a really big patriot and so on. And he was based, and he was Catholic, and he was. No, Franco was a piece of shit. He didn't give a flying fuck about my country. He just wanted to have the power, and he was a mama's boy without a fucking testicle, with a
Damn.
squeaky voice, that it was just a fucking puppet in the hands of whoever ran the
It's a clear
country
beta cut.
before
Is the
everyone.
problem.
And at some point, the people from my region were the poorest in Spain, and we were forced to emigrate every time, because there was literally nothing to do. The lands were not so fruitful, and people were poor as fucking rats. And
Yeah, the
here comes
post
the
dictatorship time is usually not too great.
yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right before
And
the end.
yeah, right
It's
after
a clear beta cut.
the civil war, nobody had anything to eat. And there here comes these guys that they were just smugglers, that they were bringing some things from Portugal that didn't have any civil war, and the country was doing way better than Spain back in there in the time. And the frontier between Spain and Portugal in my region is really nothing. It's just crossing a river or crossing some bridge, and you are in Portugal or you're in Spain. And then they evolve from basic needs goods, from smuggling these things to smuggle cigarettes. And then when the cocaine was in the all time heights, and they say, holy shit, the cocaine business is giving a lot of fucking good deals. and there was like wannabe cartels in my region that they were in contact directly with people like Pablo Escobar and cartels all along in Latin America, that they were shipping almost all the cocaine consumed in the fucking European continent at some point. 80%. It's fucking insane, man. And
That is so
people,
much, dude. Holy shit.
It was
it
part of
was
that
that.
triangle, right, where they would go like from Colombia to Europe or to the U.S. or back and forth.
Yeah, without the, for example, with the US, it was just in the same continent, but in Spain they had the same language and they can strike deals easily. And these smugglers that they became the contrabandists, that they were smuggling drugs into Spain, it was too easy. They had the network already. They didn't produce anything, so they didn't get as much benefit as the producers in Colombia. But they got a shitload of cash. Some people like buying soccer teams and doing even charitable work in some parts of the region. But it was
It's the same
just
with like the cartels and the American Italian mafia, where they would help the community around them, and
mhm.
same thing with the cartels, where it's like the community was looking at them like, oh, like you're the only people with money. You do help us. Yes, we work for you, but that is the local government, you know?
Yeah, basically they had all the authorities both in their payroll until some judge in Spain at the beginning of the 90s decided to strike them down. Some sort of like what's the name? What is the name? Rudy Giuliani decided to tackle all this shit in New York City, and so and
Same with
it was.
JFK, yeah.
Yeah, and they were really fucking unsuccessful at the very beginning because they had immense amount of power. But yeah, the amount of drug addicts and people that they were indirectly related with this shit, it was insane, man. It was just a fucking shithole to live.
Was there a lot of crime that corresponded with it?
Of
Yeah,
course,
they're
a
typically
lot of fucking crime, street. Yeah, yeah, and and thankfully that was when I was nothing but a child. I'm from '87. I was born in '87,
right
the
on.
height of all this shit. So when all this shit was developing and in this peak and decline, I was really too young to live through this shit. But for example, our grandparents of the grandparents of my generation, they were all like, be aware of the strangers that they may be offering you drugs to hook you up, and then became a drug addict, and so and yes, the simple fact of smoking or drinking or even having some marijuana that is not even that bad compared to the cocaine and heroin that it was rampant in Spain in the 80s. It was just a common thing in Spain in my generation. Right now, the people that has been born in mid 90s or so, they didn't experience this. Having the family saying, "Oh, if somebody offers you drugs, say no," and so. Now we made the jokes. Oh, who is this drug man that is giving drugs for free? I want to meet
Yeah.
this guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
who is this drug man giving away free drugs?
Yeah, it never happened to me my fucking entire life. Well, in fact, actually, I was one day completely fucking wasted in my city, and I went to a club, and I was taking a leak in the bathroom, and when I was washing my hands, there comes a guy that it was completely out of his fucking mind, and he asked me, "Hey, uh, do you have coke?" And I say no.
He
And
goes, "Do
then
you
he
want
proceeded
some?"
to ask, "Do
Yeah,
you
right.
want some?" And I said, "What? You just asked me if I had, and now you're asking me if I want. What the fuck? Make up your mind. You're fucking drunk." you're fucking
Some
high.
cities,
And so,
man.
fuck, man.
Yeah, I've
It's
never lived
just
in a place like that. I can imagine it's probably pretty fucking ruthless. You gotta always be watching.
yeah, man. It's just I don't know. I know guys that they have been beaten out of nowhere. Uh, just because they were walking in the wrong street and so and they were beaten out of nowhere, or they were trying to get into a place and the bouncers, they were just out of their minds, completely fucking coked up, and
Yeah,
they
towards the end
didn't
of the
like these
night,
guys.
I bet they're not as gentle.
Boom. Yeah. And I don't know, fortunately I never got into any trouble whatsoever in my city. Where I am right now, I got into some trouble as well, but it was not that bad. I got out of there mostly unscathed. But fuck, holy shit.
Unscathed.
Uh,
Now, do you look
Unscathed.
at
Yeah,
now
you did good.
because of that? Is it normal for you to look at your environment different, you think, now? Like, I would assume so, yes, right?
I mean, yes, it's just you always have to be aware where you're stepping, and situational awareness. If there is going to be anyone that is going to make you some trouble, and be ready for anything. It's just like that. It's just not like a fucking jungle, but aware where you are.
I mean,
Some people is
there's a lot of people that grow up very, I'm not gonna say privileged, but like they don't have to deal with that. And if you never had to deal with knowing that the guy behind you at the gas station might fuck you up just
Mhm.
to not, and not even to take your car, not to take your keys, not your wallet, but just to fuck you up, just fucked up on drugs, just out of his fucking mind. Like if you don't have to deal with that on a daily basis, you look at your average trip to town very different than someone who grew up, never dealt with that, never had to deal with drug violence, never had to deal with like organized crime, never had to deal with like the guy who is trying to be nice to you wants to hurt you. That is
Yeah.
a weird idea to have. And if you've never learned that lesson, then it's like that's very, I don't know, you just look at your average situation a little bit different, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I get you. These people that they have been living in a city, major city, that they didn't have these troubles, and they are happy-go-lucky all around there because nothing bad happens around here. I have been living in my bubble, so but. I have learned since I was a kid that there is bad things happening in the fucking world and in your city, and there is crime and there is bad people and so on. You have to be aware that this exists, and that people is they can be good, but generally they can be bad as well, and most of the times there are sons of bitches against you, against not you specifically, but they can fucking hurt you, and
Yeah, or
this
steal from
awareness
you, or
is
like
getting lost.
become your friend just enough so that they can like ask you for money and then burn you, like all kinds of shit like that.
Yeah, it's just not not living in fear, perpetual fear, that obviously, because you cannot live like that all the time. It's just with all this corona shit, and so you cannot live in fear constantly. The human being cannot be living in fear constantly. At some point you're going to relax a little bit, because otherwise you're not going to live your life as you should. But these decent levels of awareness on what to do, on how the things can go south pretty fucking quickly, it is really needed if you really want to make it in this fucking world right now. You don't need and that people especially this woke crowd, they think that people is just as good as these people think they are. That they are good and tolerant, and so no, people is bad. People have fucked up feelings. They are degenerate. They are evil, and there is good people, of course, but they don't think about this dark side of people that is always there and always will be.
I'd say I would make the argument once you live long enough on edge in fear, however you want to put it, you start realizing that it's not a lot of the same people that you used to look at as black and white. Like that's a bad person. That person
Hmm.
does extreme violence at for seemingly no reason, right? That like once you live in an environment that's surrounded by that, you realize nothing is black and white, and that the guy who is insanely violent is also a really good guy. Like that there's that duality of some of the people that you can kind of pick apart. They'd be like, I know I'm surrounded by a fucked up environment, but there are good in some people, and you can be like, that guy is maybe not my friend, but my acquaintance. And like, once you realize that, you also look at other people a little bit different. You still say that's a bad person. I should not trust them. But on the other side, you don't look at someone solely by their actions. You
Yeah,
can look at them and be like, oh yeah, that's a very fucked up individual. But at the same time, as long as he's having a good day, I can have a conversation with him on occasion.
yeah, it's just not even that you can get with him in an individual level, but you can get to understand why he's doing what he's doing. Where he comes from, why is he doing these kind of things, and what is the reasons behind. And this is only the thing, that the perspective that time can give you, because when you're younger,
Agreed.
you look at the world that okay, it's black, white, and bad, evil, and so. And then when you grow up, it's just, there is no absolute evil. There is not absolute goodness, especially when it comes to regular people. Nobody is perfectly. Nobody's a fucking saint, and nobody's a complete another fucking demon.
No, and you're gonna have people who just simply like that's their job. Like at the
Mhm.
end of the day, that is like their family in one way or another has been doing this for more than a few generations, and like that's a normal life to them. Whether it's like just the fast life in general, right? Like that is what they know. That is all that they kind of grew up with, and then it's like when you're third generation, whatever, that's kind of what you're gonna be. You grew up in that.
Your
You don't
typing is a
really
little
stray a
bit
whole
loud,
lot.
but you're good.
Sorry.
That's all
Is
right.
my mic is really close to the fucking keyboard. Sorry,
You got your
guys.
like chin on the desk, trying to like get that
Uh,
fucking tactical position on the keyboard. Going to war on
no,
click.
Look,
it's just
if he's got to drop underneath the desk and pop off 2 shots to get down, he's got to do what he's got to fucking do, right?
is my audio
Oh
coming
shit.
fine?
So
I got a new
let's.
mic a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah,
and
it
I don't
sounds
know
good.
how good it sound.
I'm gonna send you a link.
Uh,
Let's check out what's going on over on the Ralph retort.
okay. Oh fuck! Did we talk the other day about Ralph and how stupid he was?
Yeah, but probably not. I don't like to talk about it too much.
Is Syrian girl against this fucking fat Jew?
I think so. I'm not sure what Halsey English, what his dealie is. Come
He,
on, YouTube, stop playing. Good lord.
I don't,
He's a
I don't
small
know.
hat.
Do
Sorry,
you
I was muted.
remember
Oh
this?
yeah, cause he debated Captain Tazariak. That's right.
Yeah,
Yes, he fucking
exactly.
did.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I
He
was
got
about to
wrecked
say.
so goddamn bad. He turned black.
Yes,
That
fuck.
motherfucker tucked his dick in and left. Holy fuck. That is the
Uh,
worst defeat of a blood sport I have seen
since the fucking Boulder stream, and that was just a fucking slaughter, not a blood sport.
Israel is just
Kazariak
like any other country.
killed him. He took
I reject
him,
that.
man.
took
I
his
think that it is not a
small little
country.
hat off his head,
In the same way that I don't
shoved it
think
up
the
his
Islamic
ass, and
State
kicked
is
him
a
off the
country.
goddamn porch.
I think that,
didn't
you know,
this
essentially,
guy did
if we look
leave
at its
earlier
origin,
than
Israel
expected,
was
right?
created through terrorism.
Like he ran away
The,
from.
Are you guys listening to me?
Irgun, Haganah,
No, never
Levy,
mind.
those
Okay.
three
Did
terrorist
Halsey leave
groups that
early?
eventually formed the IDF.
Yeah, he
were,
did, didn't he?
not only
Because then he
committing
kept
terrorist
saying that
attacks
he,
against,
because
Christian and
Kazariak
Muslim
was mocking him, and
Palestinians
he
in
was just like,
Levant,
"This isn't a
but also
conversation.
against America.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
I'm
they
gonna do
sent
this."
a letter bomb
I require
to
a
an American
certain
president,
level
Will
of
Truman.
decorum.
And he
Okay,
actually, his
Milo
response
Yiannopoulos,
was,
just
this
back the
isn't
fuck
going to
off of that
help your
one.
cause, but he ended up recognizing
what
the
a
state of Israel
fake.
anyway. And the idea I'm hearing here is Israel, basically the U.S. is acting in its own interest because by, backing Israel, they can sell them arms rather than sell, rather than get them to accept arms from Russia, etc.,
Why
etc.
does it keep doing that?
The reality is, the U.S. could equally sell those arms to Syria. They could be Syria's supplier. It doesn't have to be the case that Syria buys weapons from Russia and not from America. It can be the case that Syria buys weapons from America, but they don't want that because Syria is basically in an existential crisis against a foreign entity that's taking over its territory. And I'm not just talking about the Golan Heights. I'm talking about the entire Levant. So, essentially, what I'm trying to say here is that
I would tell myself
the
it's
way
for the
that things
white race and just
aren't
go about my
that
day.
way
You
because it
uncultured
benefits
swine.
the United
Look
States.
at Syrian.
And in fact, Israel, if we're going to talk about arms sales, let's talk about the fact that Israel
Are
has
you
been
pulling it up
selling
in the
arms,
stream?
American military technology
I can't
to
pipe
China.
it through my
They
mic.
sold them tanks. They sold them
Oh, he
planes.
sent the
They
Delay.
sold them
On your
No,
DMs.
I
communications
mean,
equipment.
yeah, I'm
Basically,
just looking at
5G.
Ralph's show and so. Yeah.
There are currently there's a 25-year
You're gonna want to watch
lease
his.
on a
not mine, though,
Chinese
'cause
naval
mine's a little
base
delayed.
off the coast of Haifa, which Haifa used to be a Palestinian port. I mean, Haifa was built by Palestinians.
How long has it been on so far?
It's
Do we know?
interesting that you
I'm
have
not
all of
sure.
these foreigners from all over the world coming in,
I doubt it
creating a
started at
state
9:30.
for a
like, on the
religion.
dot.
No. Fuck no.
And you have these
Well, I
countries,
looked at it
with
when
the
we
use
first
of
mentioned it,
terrorism,
it wasn't on yet.
because of amazing
Go ahead back. I didn't get the
prophecy
notification yet.
as well, and all of these things. Like, what does
It's
it sound
alright.
like? To me, it sounds like ISIS. But the only difference is, they have a
without
lot of
even listening
money,
to the debate,
because the guy who was the architect of this whole
Halsey
thing,
already
and
lost
it's gonna
because
sound like
he's
a
a
conspiracy theory,
Jewish
but the
guy.
Balfour Declaration was
It's
addressed
just
to
plain and
Lord
fucking
Rothschild,
simple.
who controlled all the banks.
It's just,
Um,
we have
and
listened to
financed
this kind of
the world
people
wars.
for
Okay,
far
so
too long.
there's a lot of bullshit
So,
to unpack in all
the
of that.
fuck, man.
First of all, almost every
So
country was
are we
founded on
going to
terrorism.
bet that he's
Every
going
That's
to
not
say
true. That
Yes,
is
it
something
absolutely
to the
not true. No, it
the
isn't.
Absolutely it is.
reason
No,
why
it
he
isn't.
wasn't
Every country was
Syria was
prepared?
never found.
Because he
Terrorism
was
is
so
terrorism
unprepared for
is a recent invention.
Kazariak that he was
In
like,
fact, the
well, I
first
I wasn't
recent
prepared.
terrorist
I thought we were
was
debating
200
something
some years
else.
ago.
I'm
We
like,
were
that is-
calling
Yeah,
terrorism
oh,
against
you
the
might
you think
terrorists.
he's going to pull that
sensibilities.
shit this time?
a state
Yeah,
Even though
I-
he's had a
state
month to
terrorism
prepare?
and terrorism by a
I-
non-state actor are completely different things. And
A
the
non-state
first
actor,
ter-
a non-state actor fighting
a
against a
non-state
state
actor
power is not
in
terrorism.
Israel-
That's called a
Alright,
Israel
revolution.
one
was
at a
not a
time.
state.
That's what happened.
Israel was not a
Yes,
state
yes, it is.
in
And
World
that's
War
exactly what
One,
happened.
and it
Secondly,
wasn't a state in World War II. It wasn't a state yet. Those militias were committing terrorist acts against British soldiers. They bombed a hotel full of civilians. They invented terrorism as a political tool. And terrorism is not the same thing as war. Let's not pretend that a state act is the same as the act of a bunch of crazy militias who are committed to a religious cause.
every group that has ever fought against a government is a group of crazy militias that do things like that. And if you think that you're going to get some kind of sympathy
But
from
to
me,
create a state. Oh, I'm not asking for
I don't give a shit what it was to create. There's a principle of right, of might make right, and that's exactly
Oh,
the
okay.
way
So,
it goes.
okay, in that case, you
When
agree
you-
with ISIS
when you-
bombing people in Europe
No,
because
no,
right
no.
next right.
Listen, we can
That's
just keep
exactly
doing
what
this,
you're
so we
saying.
can just talk
My
over each other the
right
whole
and
time because I
therefore
can
you
do it too.
agree
I
with
can
terrorist
talk
acts
talking
in the
too.
US
So I can
you're
just
Wait,
keep talking too. If
wait,
you're going
wait,
to
wait,
talk,
wait,
I
wait,
will listen.
wait,
You're
wait.
just keep talking. Blah, blah,
Mike
blah, blah,
makes
blah.
right, therefore
Here
you
we
agree.
go.
You
Yeah,
accept
here we
you're a
go.
terrorist.
No,
You
yep,
just
it's-
accepted that you're a terrorist.
Yeah,
You
this
just
is
accepted you're a
exactly what we're
terrorist.
doing.
You're like,
Instead of
yeah,
just letting it
alright,
happen,
you just said,
instead of having a
you're a
conversation,
terrorist and
what
it's
we're doing is
okay.
just talking over each other because
You just,
you will not
okay,
allow
well, you
us to
just
talk.
said you're a
What we
terrorist. You
said.
just
Not how
admitted
it
you're a terrorist.
goes, where you just
Nice.
freak out and
He's
go
a
full
terrorist.
Karen
Missed it.
on everybody who's
Alright.
listening. This is why women like
So
her
guys,
and Richard Spencer
thank you
and
for
Jane
having
Goodall
me
should
again
not be
after
in politics in the first place.
Halsey,
They-
just wait.
Hey,
Hold on.
incident.
Wait.
Yeah, I
on
need to wake
people
up
when
tomorrow
people try to respond
Yes,
to
the
their
way you
message.
relatively
This is
early.
why the 19th Amendment is a
And
mistake.
therefore
This
you
is
Yeah,
why nobody who has a
considering
country that's all,
a wagey cagey.
Thank you.
And you know what is going to be the funniest thing?
actually
I'm leaving my job at the 31st of December is my last day at this company I'm working right now. And I will start on January 15th at, I'm going to suck Jeff Bezos' micro penis.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you got that designated micro penis sucker. That's a coveted position down there at the old Amazon warehouse.
No, it's not in the warehouse, but Amazon is going to make me transition into a cute little anime girl and
Well,
then pay for the funeral expenses.
Yeah, if you want a promotion, you gotta tote the party line there, sir.
Look, you got to do what you got to do to pay your rent. All right. I mean, a hustle's a hustle.
At this point, I just fucking want the money.
worth it anymore allows women.
See you
Fuck,
next
dude,
time.
I deafened at the perfect time. I'm gonna get that too. You're like, at this point, I just want the fucking money.
Yes. Guys, if we are not, if we don't meet again before Christmas, have a beautiful Merry Christmas and enjoy these days that God knows that we need them.
You too, sir. Hopefully
Merry
your
Christmas,
country
brother.
decides to send you $600, but if not, good luck to you.
No, the rest are for Israel.
That's
Yeah,
true.
right.
The billions.
Have a nice night, guys,
All right,
and
take
see
it
you
easy.
soon. Ciao, ciao.
What am I going to make a moral argument to ISIS? Hey, ISIS, you really should stop doing that.
You
You
there?
know, your way
Yeah,
of looking
yeah.
at things is really not nice, and it makes Syrian girl re. So
Like I like
don't
how
think
it
that
just
we should
popped into
really
general.
allow you to do
Apple's
what
just
you're doing.
massive
What do you say?
posting
Why don't you
kit.
come
So
to
like
the
fucking
bar and have
VIP right
have a
here.
drink with us and talk about it? No, they bomb us, we kill them. We'll kill more of them than they kill of us, and then at the end there won't be any more ISIS. That's the way it goes. That's the way of
Talking
the
about
world.
ISIS
That's how
right
things have
now.
worked
ISIS
for
is
thousands and thousands
kind of
years.
vanquished at this point, I think.
So essentially,
Now-
you're saying you've lost the moral argument.
I don't have a
Essentially.
moral argument.
There you
There's
go.
no moral
So
arguments.
we've
The
established
argument
that
is
you
one
have
side
no
wins and
moral
one side loses. There is no
Right.
moral argument.
So
to war.
Mike,
And
exactly.
if you
So
think
what
there
you're
is, then
essentially
you're
saying is that.
ridiculous. Because,
essentially
as
what
I
you're
said,
saying-
Halsey,
that
let
shows-
her wait. Let her talk now. Hold on. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Sergio.
He can. Is he
Yeah,
finished? Maybe he's not finished.
No, you both just hold on. We have to go one at a time. Go ahead.
See,
Sergio,
like
go
I
ahead.
can pipe it through my earbuds if when it's on
Um,
YouTube.
if-
Oh, hang on.
Perhaps
It
he's
might-
not
I
finished.
can't
I mean, I don't
imagine
want
it's
to
not.
take away.
No, it is. I found it.
It isn't like an
Alright, we
amazing
got more
debate.
from it.
They are just shitting on
Okay,
Halsey
essentially,
pretty
Halsey
hard.
has just admitted that he's lost the moral argument. He's admitted that Israel was founded on terrorism, but
Did you just do
that's
air
okay
quote
because
movement
Mike makes
on your
right.
end?
He has admitted that
Yeah, she's
you know,
talking with her
movements
hands.
can
She's-
create
yeah,
a
yeah,
state
she-
If the
via
FBI is
terrorism.
listening.
This is
Let
essentially.
me. I probably have to refresh, and then I'll be where you're at.
No, I'm
because
trying to figure out the
essentially what he's
delay
saying is if
between
ISIS had the
my
power
YouTube stream and yours
to take
being
over
live.
Europe and commit genocide against anyone that doesn't follow their
The YouTube
doctrine,
of our show.
then he will not fault them
No, the
because
YouTube
he,
of
Oh, yeah,
Kill
there
stream.
might
essentially
be a
thinks that
tad,
Mike makes
but
right,
not too
and he would in fact have America sell them weapons. That's his
Did he
position.
just
Okay, wait a
switch to
minute.
Halsey?
Very, very difficult to argue
Never mind,
I
I went
didn't
back.
say that I wouldn't.
That's
Exactly,
back on
we're-
Halsey.
I said that they could, if they come in to take over Europe and have the might to do it, they will take over Europe. It doesn't matter whether we want them to or not. Might does make right. It's not a question of whether it
I'll be
should
right.
or
What
shouldn't.
does Mike thinks right?
Might
What does
always
Mike
makes
make
right.
right?
And I didn't admit to
What is
anything.
right?
I
What
openly
does the
said
word right
that if
mean
you
to you?
use
What does the word
violence
right
in order to
mean to you?
create a political
All right.
solution and you are successful, there is nothing
Mm.
immoral about it. It just is
Okay.
what it is. That's the
So
way
why
the
fight them
world is.
then? Why
If you think
fight
that you fight
them?
a war with a moral argument, then obviously you've never been around any kind of history or seen any kind of wars in your life if you believe that there's a moral argument to war.
Okay.
But they
There's
sell
not a
these
moral
wars.
argument
Wait. To be
killing
fair, hold on.
thousands.
Wait. And I'll let you
It's
answer
not a
this.
moral argument. It's a
Oh,
I'm
justified
against
argument.
war.
But wait. I'll
Okay.
let you answer this, Halsey. But they sell these
They
wars
always
with moral
have.
arguments, though. They sold the Iraq War with moral arguments. We have to stop Saddam, and he's killing his people, and he gassed the Kurds, and oh boy, what if he gets a hold of these nukes? I mean,
First
they sell a lot of this stuff with moral arguments. I'm not even necessarily. I'm the moderator, obviously. I'm not necessarily quibbling with what you said there, but they sell these things based on moral arguments, though. They pitch it to the people based on that, and then it's like, oh well, there's no morality. Well, that's not how it was sold. Anyway, I'll let you answer that. Go
First of all, I agree with you that that's not how it's sold. It's sold in a certain way because people are morons. And people believe these kind of stupid things like we're going into Iraq to take out Saddam Hussein. If that were the case, we would have left Iraq after about 8 seconds. Okay, because what did it take us? 4 days to find Saddam Hussein and capture him? If that were the case,
it
It
took
took us a
longer
lot
to
longer.
find
They
him.
really
but
do
but
use
he-
the
but
morality
it
to
took months to
justify all
find him.
kinds of crazy
but
shit.
yeah, it took a long while to find him. But I think
What
it
I'm
was
saying
like
is
that
the moral
Thanksgiving.
argument
But the
always-
government fell pretty quickly. Yeah.
the moral argument that they sell this shit on always and finding another moral argument.
Okay,
to
but
kill
he's talking about the military-industrial
There is
complex.
no moral argument to kill people. It's just something that happens. If you are going to go to war, people are going to die. You can try to morally justify it and say, I'm in the right for doing it, and there is a very good chance that you are. Defense is in
What
the
the
right.
fuck happened to my
But what I'm
screen?
saying is if you ask ISIS, they'll say the same thing. It's our right to defend
What the
ourselves
fuck?
against this. Or it's our right to do this. The Palestinians say all the time it's their right to fight against
Well,
occupation.
it is
God
their
damn
right.
it.
That's the thing.
Okay,
It's
good.
not the
Then
right.
don't
of
Are
go.
you there?
And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
fine.
can
Okay,
I
I don't know the
interject
fuck
now?
happened. Goddamn
Can I-
YouTube
now-
feed.
And then
All right.
they can sit back and cry about how
All right.
immoral it is.
All
then,
right.
Because there is
Well,
no moral argument about violence. It is not a moral.
I
versus
disagree with
immoral
that.
thing.
All right, now
It
let
is a
her-
winner
Oh,
versus loser
you-
thing.
That's fine. Wait, Halsey,
You're-
that's good. Thank you. Go ahead. Now you respond. Now it's your time. Go
I
ahead.
completely disagree. I think that you can use violence to defend yourself against a bunch of foreigners that came onto your shore that want to establish a state based on a religion. I think that there is a moral argument to defend yourself at all times against an invasion, if whether it's someone who's invading your house or someone who's invading your country. And he has guns in the back of his.
If the
so
invasion
you
is
should know
real,
that very
though,
well. But I'm
sometimes
not
it's
okay,
not.
So we've established. Now I'm grateful. We've established that there's no moral argument for Israel.
Did
that
you
it's a
drop out and
terrorist
call back in?
state that's built on terrorism. He's
Yeah,
agreed
just for a
that-
second. It
he's
went got a
agreed with
cookie.
that.
Oh.
You know, I'm okay with that. We can move on from
No,
there.
I'm looking at
So
YouTube.
now
I'm
I
like,
want to
the
talk
hell happened
about.
to
It's
Halsey?
not just the other side of that is okay. He's saying that there's no moral argument for these wars.
You got quiet again,
and,
you son of a bitch.
You know, the people are basically just acting in their own self-interest, and Mike
You-
makes right.
your volume
Mike
is-
makes right
you might
means
have a
that
Discord
whenever-
setting
Whoever is strong is
check
in the right.
that makes it louder and quieter.
Okay, fine. And so therefore, I would
Auto
argue that there is no
sensitivity on or off.
benefit in what
I'd
the
say
US is
off
doing for
and drag
Israel
that
or
bar
being
to the
Israel's
left.
ally, because
Not all
Israel
the
has
way, but
already
kinda.
betrayed their military
Is that
technology
better?
by selling it to China.
Yeah,
They're,
sure.
they've spied on the U.S. multiple times. You know, their own ally. And,
Israel
you know,
spies on the entire
these
fucking
wars,
world.
you know, he's saying himself
That is their
the US
purpose in
funded
life.
The
Is to
ISIS. I agree with
control.
that. I think also they did it as a conduit through the Gulf Arab states. They funded ISIS there using their money, their oil money. And there was many other sources.
I
wouldn't
wonder if
say
that's
that,
real. I've heard that
Israel
Israel has
directly
funded
used its
ISIS
own money,
before, but
I will say
I haven't really looked
that
into it too much.
the head of Israeli intelligence said that he prefers an ISIS victory. I'll say that Israel treated Al Qaeda terrorists on its border, and we have photographs. We have admissions from them. They actually gave Al Qaeda medical aid on the Golan Heights border. And I'll argue that this has been no benefit to the
Agreed.
American people.
I would.
Because basically
I have heard that from people I
they're the
trust.
ones that also
So
suffer the brunt of the terrorism, and Europeans
Ryan
too.
Dawson,
So
Raging,
it's interesting
Syrian
that
girl. Oh,
the,
God,
Yeah, I just
Syrian
wonder
girl.
if there's
claiming,
any
well,
evidence.
American
You know what I
benefits.
mean?
I
People
would
say shit like
argue
that all the
that
time.
all of these wars have
that.
not
Okay,
been in
but when has
America's
Ryan
benefit
said something that
because
was
the
not that he
Iraq
didn't do
War
research
was
into?
fought because the Israeli lobby, the Zionist lobby in the United
Well, it could be
States,
That'd be my
fake. You
argument.
know,
it
you
wasn't
just
for
gotta
oil.
like you
As,
have to
as
look
we
into
now
it for
know,
yourself. Nobody
like the
can
oil,
tell you.
Trump's like,
But
why didn't we
I mean,
steal
enough
the
people
oil?
have
Why
No,
said
I
didn't we
know,
it's
steal
but
the
probably
oil?
plausible.
Because
I just,
it's not. It was never about the oil. It was about Israel.
I
And
think
not
some
only that,
point
it's about making
to
sure that these countries don't have access to their own
I
oil
can't
because then they
filter
become strong enough
everything.
to
Like I can't
fight
research
Israel. And
everything.
the fact is, the world.
So I
I'd
do
like to
depend
think
on
that
a
these
short
nations will act in
list
their own benefit.
to give me a
That is
direction
called
to look
realpolitik.
into.
It
So I
makes
use them to
sense.
filter
But
a
at the end
little
of the
bit.
day, you also
And if
have to
they've earned
think
your
about the
trust,
fact
then
that
you can kind of
sometimes
go with that, you know?
individuals will act in their own benefit and not in the benefit of the nation. And those individuals will be pocketing money from people like Lord Rothschild or Sheldon Adelson, who is currently Sheldon Adelson, who is Trump's biggest financier and one of the biggest financiers of Republican politicians in general. Currently, and where did he
somebody
get his
in
money?
the
He got
chat
it from
said,
poor
since
addicted
the war on
gamblers in
terror
Las
started,
Vegas,
we went from 4 trillion to
and
27 trillion
the
dollars.
mafia
Is
there.
that
And
those
now
numbers
he's
are
currently
so
working with the
astronomically
Chinese
huge?
mafia to build and taking all his money and put it in Macau in China. I mean, at the end of the day, let's talk about who benefits really.
Like trillions
And
is something I can't
if
wrap
you
my
had
head around.
politicians
Like I'd
that
be
were
lying
looking
if I
out for
said
their
no, I
own
can totally get
interests,
this. Like
the US would be
when
allied
you
to
think
Syria,
of that,
not to Israel.
Yeah, but how do you explain then that Donald Trump, who's been probably the most pro-Israel president ever, who's run by Sheldon Adelson, as you say, has also done everything in his power to get troops out of Syria and to leave Syria alone to do their own thing? How is it that
Has he
Donald
left
Trump is trying to
Syria?
get the troops out of Iraq? If he's so pro-Israel and Israel wants the troops there so bad, then why wouldn't he leave them in there? And I didn't say what you claimed I said. And I love how you're like, well, look, they treated ISIS soldiers on the border. America funded Osama bin Laden.
He does
Stop,
have a good
I'm
point
talking
there.
now. Shush.
It is kind of
Okay.
counterintuitive
Shush.
if Trump
Hold
is
on,
pro-Israel
hold
for
on.
him to take
Before,
the troops out. If that's what they
Al-Qaeda
want,
Well,
was
though,
funded by
the
America.
question is
Then
it
what,
in
was good?
Israel's
And then
interest
all of
to
a
have
sudden,
a
when they weren't
destabilized
funded by
Middle
America
East?
and turned terrorists against
do
America,
you
then all of a
really
sudden it wasn't
think
in their interest
Trump
anymore.
would do
But they were still the same
anything
people using the same
against
shit. They were
Israel's
still the same people doing the same
Well,
thing.
I mean, that
ISIS was
position?
funded by
if
America
according to
until it
Syrian
wasn't.
girl, then yeah,
So
I mean,
Israel
maybe,
treating
but
No.
a soldier, Israel probably would rather
It
have
ju-
ISIS in charge of.
it
In
just
charge of Syria.
depends
And
on
why would that matter?
the thing about
Countries have their
foreign
own
politics.
interests.
It's so
They're
hard to
not
see
interested in what
what's
other
motivating
countries say
somebody,
sometimes.
especially when you
Sometimes
don't
they
live
have their
there.
own interests.
Or
It's the
No,
way that
no.
it goes.
what would
By
be
the way,
good
I
Other
for
sent
countries,
the
Barack Obama pushed
I sent a
Israel like
screenshot of
crazy
his
to make a
rifle to
peace
my
deal with the
buddy. I
Palestinians.
said,
They
explain
decided
his
it wasn't in their
breakdown.
interest
The
and
red
didn't
dot
do
on
it.
top of the
It
scope
happens all
is
the time.
a
Countries
cheap
decide
eBay
not to
deal
do it. And when I said that might makes
because
right, I didn't
I
say
don't know
that,
anyone that runs a
it's
red
some
dot on
kind of
top of a
moral
scope.
argument or
So I
anything.
was like,
It is
hey,
what it is.
the fuck
Might
is
does
this?
make right. If you win through might, it doesn't matter what the moral argument of the loser.
You judge a man by his guns.
Okay,
I
then
got to
we
know
will
about his
Where'd
rifle.
you send it to me?
No, not to you. I sent it to my
Israel
buddy.
just
And I was
would
like,
have no
explain
problem
the red dot
with
on
the
top
Arab
of
states
the
being
scope
ready to come
on
after
Halsey.
Israel and
Oh
Israel
my
fighting
god, I
back
Look
didn't
at his
even
background.
realize that,
exactly
dude.
what Israel would do to
Yeah, it's
them.
supposed to be like
So
some
I
kind of
have
hybrid
no
site, but it
problem
looks
with
like
Israel
a real
losing
piece of shit.
whatsoever with Israel being
It's
off
an
the leash
eBay
and
deal.
not being constrained by American policy, American money at all. I'd be perfectly
Yeah,
comfortable.
he's got
And you'd be
just
So
perfectly
basic.
let
comfortable
Israel
with their
live or die on its own merits. Let Israel live or die on its
Looks
own
like it
military.
might be
Okay, so you don't mind that
Picatinny
then. Then why are you okay, so then
and a
you
sure
agree with
by the
the
way.
US cutting aid to Israel, is that right?
I don't believe that
That's his
America should give aid
long
to anyone,
range
including
gun.
Israel.
Good. Okay, so here's the problem with your argument that the US funded Al Qaeda and ISIS and it was in their interest, and Israel stated categorically that they would prefer an ISIS victory in Syria. Was their official position.
I know
So,
that.
yes,
Why are
yes,
you
so-
repeating
okay,
what
all
I
right,
said?
all right. So,
All right, I'll-
so and they straight up. All right. So, but there is a difference here. You see, okay? Because we have to question at the end of the day, what do people get out of it? Now it's obvious what Israel gets out of it. They destroy their enemies by fueling these Islamists and then showing the world the ugly face of these terrorists,
Agreed.
basically, and having them take power in these countries gives them an excuse later on to destroy these countries even further. So it's obvious what
Let's
Israel
not
gets
forget
out of
Israel
that.
stands in war.
But what does the United States get out of that? Because you're saying that it's in their benefit to fund terrorism in these countries in order to destroy them. It's not. They don't get anything out of it. Because alternatively, they could have been selling weapons and trading with Syria, which is a secular state that had there's no good reason for the U.S. and America to be at war in the first place if not for Israel. That's so. What you're saying doesn't make sense.
Would you like an example?
The U.S. funded Al Qaeda too, but they did it for Israel.
Keep going.
See? For their benefit. I'm not finished yet. So essentially, what
This
I'm
is.
trying to say
I'm
is,
so tired
they
of
were
this.
funded
This is
terrorism.
like not.
Israel,
I don't know.
Israel did it for Israel, and the
It's
U.S.
like-
did it for Israel.
Why is it that America
It's just
doesn't support
two
the
people
secular state of
purporting
Syria
to know
because
what
blah,
an
blah, blah,
entire
blah, blah?
country
Because
wants
they
to
tried
do,
that.
and
It's
they
called
go
Iran.
back and forth. It's
They,
not.
they were Iran's
I'm
biggest
tired of
patron
hearing
agent. They
about
gave
it.
Iran
Really.
weapons.
Iran was pro-Israel.
But I guess
Iran
it
was
is.
pro-Israel
It is
then.
like
Islamic
Hello?
State. Oh God, seriously, can you
current
for 1
because of
minute?
all the money that they're sending to Israel. But who knows?
They funded the secular state of Iran. They were Iran's
I
biggest
mean, I think
ally,
you can
and then
judge
the Islamic Revolution came to power and threw them out, took
government's
hostages, and became
actions
one of the
and
worst
look at
enemies of
in
America.
what direction they're
So
going
that's
towards.
what they're afraid of. Exactly in
And
Syria, because there's many examples of Islamists doing
their
this in
goals,
Islamic
as it
shithole
were.
countries. So yes, that is why they don't do it. You're asking me why they don't do it. I'm telling you why.
Are we gonna call another religion a Jewish state? Is that gonna be? Is not that not worse than Islamic state? I mean, what's the difference? Exactly.
Oh,
There's zero
I
difference.
disagree to that.
Look, you work with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, there's a
and
lot
they're
of
the biggest
difference.
Islamists of all.
I don't know what she's getting
don't
at
give me
though.
that. I mean, they
Yeah,
put
I'd
the
much
Taliban
rather
in
live
power.
in a Jewish
They
state
put
than
the
a
Taliban in power. You're telling me they're
Islamist
afraid of
state.
Islamists?
I'm pretty sure.
Listen, the only thing they don't like
Sure, my
is
girl would agree.
when they are.
I'm
when
sure
the
she would.
state is opposed to Israel.
And your
Whether
gay
that state be
coworker, he
secular
might think the
or,
same way.
Islamist. So Iran,
Yeah,
when they
maybe.
were giving it weapons during the era of the Shah, they were not anti-Israel. It was
Why
only
do
after
Did you
the
just did you
revolution
hear
that they
me
took an
vape?
anti-Israel
Yeah,
position.
but it's not too bad.
Syria is secular today,
And you
and
never
I'll
do
still
it,
vote
so
for
I
Vaping.
figured it was just a
and
mistake.
always will be. And they tried to make it Islamist. They tried to empower the Muslim Brotherhood, not just in Syria, but in Egypt, in Libya. Don't tell me they're afraid of Islamists. The thing they know that the Islamists are more likely to make friends with Israel than the secular Levantian people.
And that is why there is a
I'm not
Islamic
finished.
invasion
Turkey
in
is
Europe at this fucking moment.
Erdogan is a Muslim
Because you
Brotherhood guy.
think it's
He's,
easier for Israel to
Turkey sells
get along with
Israel its
Islam
military
than
groups.
like
You have Saudi
secular
Arabia,
Than the
you have
West?
this rapprochement happening
Yeah.
right now with these
Yes.
far
You
more
think so,
advanced
really?
countries
They
than
hate each
Syria
other
would ever
though.
be.
They
And
have
the
hated
US is
each
selling
other
them
for
weapons,
thousands
so
of
they
years.
don't fear
You don't think
selling weapons at all.
destabilization of
Everything
a
you just said is
environment wouldn't
completely
aid?
false. The only
Not when they
reason
have
the
fucking
US wouldn't sell
RPGs
weapons
and
to
suicide
Syria
bombers.
and Iran post-revolution
You don't think
is
that
because
if
of their position on Israel.
Israel
Same
wanted to
with
help
I could see what you're saying.
move
I
an
can see what
area
you're saying
along,
though.
So don't give us that.
destabilization of that
Don't give
region.
us that Islamist talk, okay?
All right, now let
No, because she used the examples that she
has
said people are too stupid to realize. The two examples she gives are perfect. America supported secular Egypt and secular Turkey, and both have become Islamic shitholes the minute that they were able to. And the only reason that Egypt isn't continuing to be an Islamic shithole is because the military took them over and forced some level of secularism back on them. Erdogan is just making Turkey more and more Islamic and turning it more and more into a toilet every single day when they were supported as a secular state by the West. And now all of a sudden,
I love in the chat
who
all
would
the little
thought an
Pepes
Islamic
holding
country doesn't
signs.
do
There's so
well
many
with
different
Oh,
ones.
fuck yeah,
secularism,
dude.
and they become a Islamic fundamentalist shithole.
You son of a
just
whore,
like
you're loud
every
again.
other one of them do whenever secularists take
Thank you,
power.
bro.
It's funny
It's
she
okay.
uses
Don't
those
worry. It's not
examples
anything
because
you're
she
doing.
thinks
It's probably
that
just
people
Discord.
know these things. They don't think that when they took down Hosni Mubarak, secular president of Israel, that who wound up in winning the elections? The Muslim Brotherhood. And the first thing the Muslim Brotherhood did was try to limit the constitution of Egypt to take power from everybody else, and the military overthrew them. Erdogan took power as an elected secular leader, and then look what happened. Now he's changed it into, again, an Islamic shithole. So this happens every time America or the West supports some secular,
That is true.
Arabist
Unfortunately,
kind of haven, which just winds up turning into, again,
Look up
an
the
Islamic
Paris
shithole.
effect.
Now, if the Islamic
On
Wikipedia, if the
Wait,
Islamic shithole was friendly from the beginning, like Saudi Arabia, America doesn't give a shit.
It's a
what Saudi
concept
Arabia
of
does,
going
and
to
Saudi Arabia
Paris
doesn't
as
really
a
give a shit
romantic
what
city,
America
then you
does.
get there and
They
there's
can do
nothing
their
but like
Wahhabi
homeless
nonsense, and
people
nobody
and
gives a
fucking
fuck because
Islam's
I don't
everywhere.
care what Saudi Arabia
And you're like, what
Not
happens
even
with like the
slightly. I
romantic
don't give a shit at
cigarettes and
all. I don't care what Turkey
you know
or Egypt do either,
pastries
as long
and
as they stay the
music
fuck
and the
away from me.
canals? And I showed
I
up
just
with
don't
nothing
think
but
it's
homeless
wise
people and
for
World War fucking three.
a country that has a lot of money that it makes from tourism to allow immigration and then just spit them out into those cities. It's not good for them, and it's not good for the people that live there.
Because
But I guess
essentially
they'll
No,
migrate
but
there
it's
because that's where rich people go.
some mumbo jumbo
yeah,
that
but it's
doesn't
also
make
leftist
sense.
politics, right?
I'm the first person that said
Yeah,
versus
you,
there.
like gentrification and stuff like that.
Look at Canada.
There
That's
are
why I
regions
follow
of this Jewish
Canada so
shithole of
closely
Israel
as
that
an
you
American.
cannot go and have
Just
show your
look
hair
at Canada
shown.
over the last
So
30 years.
please,
You're like, you guys had it
no,
as a
you
minor
have-
America, and you just
I'm
went
saying
to
there are regions
shit.
of the Jewish shithole,
And yeah, the healthcare
as
was
you
working
call it,
for him and all
religious
kinds of
state,
things.
that you
Yeah,
can't
look at it
go
now.
and show your hair. So
It's like 10 years
so
away from Paris.
so when it comes to
No, you
Egypt,
just had it. No, I'm trying. I can't understand.
no. Stop interrupting me now. We're gonna say something else.
I'm asking you to repeat yourself because I didn't.
No.
Oh my
I don't
God.
care if you can hear me. Everybody else heard me. If you're deaf, it's not my problem. So more.
Damn.
You're making a point. I asked you. You said there are parts of
Halsey,
Israel people can't go to.
let her.
Halsey,
So you heard me. You heard me. So there are Morsi, when he came to power, which was the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt.
Is that better?
I was one of the
Excuse
first
me.
people that said that
Is my
Egypt's
voice better now?
revolution with Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
Syria
It's
was
always,
Muslim
it's just
Brotherhood too.
weird. I don't
Obama
know.
supported him and recognized him as the president.
Like I
and
was
in
even
fact, the US
standing in a
was
room
all
with
on
no
board with the Muslim
fan,
Brotherhood
like
taking
no
over
overhead
Egypt,
fan.
and the
So
media
there was
showed
nothing to
it.
throw it off.
So the
Then
media
it was
was
fine. Then it
all
wasn't.
they were fueling this revolution. And
Don't
then
worry
the
about it too much.
entire
I was
Arab
just saying, in
Spring
case you
back in
just
Libya
did something,
as well, they were
this what might
supporting,
happen.
In fact, militarily, the Al Qaeda rebels, the Muslim Brotherhood that took over Libya, they want the Islamists. They prefer the Islamists. The US prefers the Islamists. That's why they're supporting Al Qaeda in Syria and not the secular Syrian government. It's in Israel's interests that way. And in fact, Israel is currently working with the Islamists in Saudi Arabia and in the Gulf Arab states. So don't give us that thing that America's afraid of countries turning Islamist. They sell weapons
Now,
to
did they
Islam.
work? What about 9/11?
Yeah, let's talk about 9/11.
Your argument is
No,
that America's afraid of Islamist countries. They create them and they give them weapons. I mean,
Well-
this is insane. Please. That's not it.
I just wanted to bring this topic up. The
topic.
topic is 9/11 because I was thinking this already and I saw it in chat when you mentioned Saudi Arabia. No big deal what they do. There was some 9/11 hijackers came out of there. I know some people have
Maybe some
theories about
dancing people.
Israel's involvement there. I guess we could talk about that too if you want. But what do you say to that, Halsey?
It's tough to say because
spilling over.
Israel does provide
Saudi Arabia
medical
hijackers?
assistance
He didn't ask you. Shut up.
to wounded Syrian
also-
rebels.
I would have no problem if America bombed the
which
shit out of Saudi Arabia for
turned
9/11.
into
I
Al
don't care.
Nusra.
I don't
front,
care if America
which
goes
is,
after
I
its
think,
enemies. I don't
very
care.
similar to
Now,
ISIS.
was Israel? What do you say to
But,
the people who say Israel was involved?
That
with
could have
that?
been before they were ISIS. You know what I mean? It's
It's
just hard to
nonsense.
find these things.
So,
Then, but it does say
And they can
categorically
bring up
that the
whatever
IDF
conspiracies
chief
they
of
want to
staff
show
has
that Israel was
acknowledged
involved.
that
It's,
Israel has
as I
provided
said, I have
weapons to
not
rebel
seen
groups in
any
Syria,
evidence of it,
which
and
ISIS is a
stuff
rebel
that they
group in
do bring up
Syria.
is such
So.
crap that it's hard to even fathom how someone goes, oh, well, Israel did 9/11. Yeah, because America would let Israel kill 3,000 of its citizens in New York City just for the hell of it. But yet they still admit that the hijackers were Saudi
Oh my
Arabian.
gosh,
but,
Israel,
wait a
like,
minute, there was somebody
car
dancing
bombs Iranian
outside
nuclear
of New York
scientists.
in an Israeli van, so therefore
Oh, that
Israel
was
did
fucking
9/11.
insane.
It's semantic nonsense.
Right, I just figured I'd bring it up. We've had people on there who've talked about that, and people who've disagreed. I don't know what your thoughts about 9/11. I guess just in a geopolitical way. Syrian girl, if you don't want to chime in on who was
No, I'm
responsible. or
chiming
whatever.
in.
So
Okay,
many
well,
people
go
getting
ahead.
muted in the chat.
Chime in.
Israel.
All right, well.
It's so obvious. It's so blatantly obvious. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm sure Saudi Arabia was involved too. The evidence
I think a
shows
lot
it.
of people
You
were
know, it
involved.
wasn't
But it's fine.
Afghanistan or Iraq. And Trump is, you know, he's selling his condos to Saudi Arabia, even though he got elected on the position that Saudi Arabia is the heart of terrorism. That was one of the things they said that got him elected. But when it comes to Israel, then I'm going to talk a little bit longer now. You know, let's talk. So have you heard of the Gideon spies? Have you heard of the fact that you know you have essentially Israeli
that was
spies
proven.
spying on the United States?
Yep.
Did you know?
Gideon spies. Let me
They've
Google.
been caught many times. Sometimes they've actually been imprisoned for it.
Actually, there's been 6,
You know,
but yeah, okay.
Yeah, so they're you know they don't always act in America's interest, and the U.S. doesn't always know what they're doing. But the FBI did catch 5 dancing Israelis, which the FBI report said that they believed that these people were Israeli intelligence. Like that was what the FBI report said. There to capture the incident, and we actually got the documents out on the Freedom of Information Act. The original photographs were destroyed.
Some random reason things went
odd reason.
disappearing.
But the photocopies of them were shown, and it clearly shows that they were celebrating, and one of them had a torch that he was, you know, flicking just behind the Twin Towers as if he's the one that ignited it. You know, they had the urban moving. They were working for the urban moving company, which just after 9/11 just happened to disappear off the face of the earth. You know, the FBI raided their offices. So and the whole company.
There was
just
also
vanished.
some ties before 9/11 of why they were in the
are
country, who
doing
did their
these
passports.
things all the time, and not only that, but you had you know Epstein, who was a Mossad agent, and so is Ghislaine Maxwell. Her
They
father
also
was
had
Mossad.
ties
Everybody
to
knows. And they were running these blackmailing operations
government
against American
technology
presidents.
securities
No,
through
they do
Ghislaine.
these things all the time. That's their modus operandi since their inception. Because a lot, you know, at the end of the day, how did Israel come to existence? Because they sent a letter bomb to a U.S. president, Will Truman. So this is what you get when you, you know, when you recognize a state-based that was created via terrorist groups. That's what you get, and that, you know, it's who benefits at the end of the day. Like these wars again are backed by
Gideon
AIPAC.
Spies
They're
is
all
just a
backed
book
by
someone
AIPAC.
wrote. It could
They
be
all benefit
bullshit though.
Israel, and the
I'm
U.S. could
calling
equally
I'm
have
calling memory hole.
just been allies with these countries themselves and not empowered terrorism, and it would have been perfect.
Halsey, go
And
ahead,
you know
sir.
What the fuck?
One last thing.
Oh, the CIA has a
keeps
reading
saying,
list.
I don't care if
It's on the
I don't
CIA
care
reading
if
list.
I don't care if this gets destroyed. I don't care if he said I don't care if Israel loses. I don't care if Saudi Arabia gets bombed, etc. What does he care about? That's what I'd like to
I care about
ask.
America. I care about my country.
Okay, so you care about empowering America, is that right? And
I care about America, my country. I care about what affects my country.
So how have these wars benefited
okay.
your country?
Keep going. Go ahead.
How have these wars benefited the United States people?
Money.
How have these wars been? I don't recall that I said that these wars.
What a load of wank!
I didn't even support Afghanistan and Iraq when they first did it. So I don't.
You agree that they don't benefit you. They don't benefit Americans. You agree that they don't benefit Americans.
No.
So they don't benefit Americans.
No.
So what are they? So why are they doing them for then?
Why are they going into foreign countries and invading them?
Yeah.
For the same reason every country goes into foreign countries and invades them. There's usually some kind of narrow interest of politicians that causes them to do so. And
what is that?
and now here let's go back to what you were saying. So Israel has spies in America, therefore they did 9/11 is probably one of the stupider arguments that I've ever heard. But every country spies on
Agreed.
each other. We catch foreign spies from foreign countries all the time in America, and they catch our spies there too. In fact, they lock up our spies, we lock up their spies. Every country spies on each other, and if you think they're not, then you're just either being completely disingenuous or just 100% naive.
I guess that's a good
Secondly,
point. I mean,
how do these wars benefit America? I don't know how these
I
wars
think that's
benefit
the whole
America
point of
because I don't
spying.
support them. I don't think they did benefit.
Well, I
America,
mean, we all
but I
do
don't think
it.
George Bush
Yes,
benefited
Israel
America.
does it.
I don't
Yes,
think he was
I
a good
think it
president.
is.
Just like I don't think
It
Joe
says
Biden.
how does
something
being
when we
allied-
don't
and this
punish
was
them
actually
the
one
way
of the
we do
main
punish
top-
other
the main
countries,
topic,
but
really. Does being allied with Israel benefit America?
war,
if so, how
war
does
takes
it
money.
benefit
War
America,
gives
Halsey?
everyone money.
Does being allied with Israel benefit America? There's some ways where it does. I say that being allied benefits American politicians. That's for sure.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, I guess
I agree
anybody can
with
agree on
that.
that.
I agree with that.
but I mean, just as a, it doesn't interest the nation, is it in our interest, foreign policy interest, truly to be allied with Israel, or is it not? I mean, I guess.
I think that it was up until 1989 for sure, because the Middle East was nothing but a giant proxy war between America and the Soviet Union. So that after the Cold War, does it benefit America to be allied with Israel? In some ways, yes, and in some ways, no.
Well, what
I
are the
think
ways in yes, and what are the ways in no? I mean,
I'm getting into it, right?
Okay,
Bro, I'm
go ahead.
getting
All
into
right.
it.
Go ahead.
The ways that it benefits America is probably through technology transfer, military transfer, different types of training exercises, joint operations, things like that. And yes, because Israel has spies in probably some of the Arab shitholes that America can't penetrate. How is it bad for America? Because welfare is bad for the
Don't
giver
take
and for
that
the
fucking
taker.
stance, Halsey. That's a bullshit
You have a
stance.
relationship now where money and influence are exchanged both ways for very narrow interests, namely the military industrial complex, and to satisfy a lot of the whims of evangelical Christians. And I don't believe the religious right was a good thing for America. So I don't think perpetuating their weird fetish with Israel is a good thing. I think Israel should be left on its own to do its thing. I think if Israel wants to be a member of the League of Nations or a member of the world, that Israel should
Completely
be doing
fucking
so
agree with
on
them
their
on
own.
that shit.
I think that America can trade with Israel. America can trade with whoever they want. Whether you want to say like,
So you have
okay,
no affinity for Israel at all. You don't really care what happens to it, or like. I
I
mean,
think Israel's strong enough to stand on its own, and I think that Israel can do its own thing, and I think that Israel, when push came to shove, they developed their own airplanes, they've developed their own missiles, they've developed all of the things that they've needed to develop. So if they're going to fall, I'd rather them fall on their own merits than fall on the whims of
Why
some
are we
American
giving
politicians.
a country
I
with
think that America benefits by treating
airplanes
every
and
nation
missiles
as a
and
foreign
a
nation,
space
and that
program
any relations that we have is
$1.6
dealt
billion
with
in
amongst
aid?
That's with a B,
I
ladies
don't
and
believe
gentlemen.
that this weird incestuous
billion
relationship we have
dollars
with
when they
Israel is
have
beneficial to anybody.
a air force, they have
all right, go ahead,
weapons
Sierra Girl, if you
manufacturing,
want
they
to
have all
respond to
these
that. That was
things the
one of the
West has.
overarching topics
We
here.
give
We got
them
some side issues like
billions
Palestine we
of
haven't really gotten
dollars over
into
the
yet.
last
We're gonna
decade
take
for
some calls
what?
as well.
Why?
But
Why
the
are we
nature
helping
of
them?
America's alliance with Israel, do you think it's beneficial to America, Syrian Girl?
Well, I think when he says there's no evidence that Israel behind it, I just want to point out that the FBI bomb sniffing dogs reacted as if they had smelt explosives in the urban moving systems van that the dancing Israelis were in, which is very intriguing. Um, you know, at the end of the day, I agree with what he said. This is not about benefiting America. It's not about benefiting the American people. It's about special interests and politicians getting money. So essentially, it's treason. And basically, they're supporting Israel because they get money in their back pocket. The same way
That's
that
a goddamn
the
point. I will
Rothschild,
fucking stand with that shit.
and his banks, they financed Britain's World War One operation, World War Two as well, like in exchange for the Palestine promise. And the thing is that again, this I agree. I can't believe I'm agreeing with him. Like, this is also because some people are evangelical Christians, and they believe in a messianic prophecy. They
This
think
we're going to wind
that
up
by
completely
creating
agreeing on.
Israel,
We're going to wind up
yeah,
completely agreeing on this.
yeah, they believe truly that creating Israel is going to result in the coming of the Messiah, and some Zionist Jews also believe that
All
this is a way
right,
to bring
this is
about
getting
coming of the
tedious.
Messiah, and they
Let's move on from that.
I've
Golly.
never, like, I don't follow that, so I don't know enough about that just because it doesn't interest me
Yeah,
enough
and it's
to
just so
follow it.
stupid because they probably don't either. They just know what they've read, you know. Syrian girl might have some experience in it, but Halsey's just some dumb fat dude.
I don't follow the religious aspect of the two countries because at the end of the day, I don't think Israel does.
Yeah, well, I mean, regardless, everybody just they use religion to justify all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
You have any ideas? Oh, what were
I got
you
a bunch
thinking
of
for the soundboard?
I got a couple YouTube videos that are relevant for the time.
Okay.
If you want to go down that rabbit hole.
Sure.
Hold up. Let me turn off. Fuck, where to go? Are we turning off Killstream?
Yeah, I turned it off.
Alright, I'm out. If you go to the Flow Euphoria list, apparently a couple things have been deleted. Let me get rid of those. God damn it.
You have any ideas of sounds? I think I might get like the bruh, that thing.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Christmas Spirit, go up top. Go from the bottom up to the top. It says Kid from Viral Video. I mean, not now, just whenever.
I have to get that damn link again. It's been a minute.
Please hold. I got you.
Okay, yeah, I think I have it in a
No,
notepad or something somewhere. But
I'm
it's
sending it to you on DMs in Discord. It's there.
You're a saint. Thank you. Oh, what was it?
Kid from Viral Video.
What number is it? Oh, those toes.
I don't have numbers. It's go to the very bottom.
Yeah.
And then scroll up. It should be like 7 up from the bottom.
Oh, got it.
Let me know when you're ready.
It wasn't too bad, the frame rate. It's a short video, so the kill stream frame rate wasn't too bad.
Mean Santa, they want to give me a lift.
Shut up, kid. Oh no. Alright,
Oh, you started it?
No, not yet. Trying not to, but it keeps doing all kinds of dumb shit. I gotta turn it down. Alright, on zeros. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Santa, they want to give me a Nerf gun for Christmas.
Nope, no guns. Nerf gun. Nope, not even a Nerf gun. It's okay.
What an asshole.
Fucking made the kid cry, dude. Fuck him.
Oh, this motherfucking lucky bitch, bro. That was the best thing that could have ever happened to him. He's gonna get 500,000 Nerf. He's gonna get real guns.
From the fucking NRA, dude. This is actually kind of cool. I got problems with NRA, but this is cool, dude.
Yeah, they're Oh, he got a life membership.
Yes.
That's badass. I mean, yeah, fuck, like you said, the NRA is that has a lot of benefits.
They need to exist, though. All bullshit aside, they need to exist.
Yeah, it just needs better direction, maybe a little bit more tact.
Agreed,
The North
but
Pole doesn't need any commies.
Damn, that was
I
sick.
love that shit, man. The North Pole don't need no goddamn commies.
Not lecture us on politics. I'm so grateful for all of the people who reached out and sent.
You can stop it if you want. I just wanted
Look at her
the
husband.
happy
all
part.
backgrounds came together and rallied for
You'd be about that shit.
We have received
This little NRA jacket.
hundreds of Nerf guns,
Hundreds
and
of
Michael
Nerf
will be
guns.
distributing those.
Yeah,
to
man,
other
from
little
random people who heard about this kid who reached out.
NRA instructor, and a lifetime member of the National Rifle Association. And I gotta tell you, when the NRA reached out to us, we were shocked. Fellow patriots, thank you for all that you do to protect our rights and support us police officers.
How nice.
And NRA, thank
I
you
didn't
for
know
making
about
my family's
this.
Christmas
If I
one
caught the
truly wonderful.
aftermath,
And I'm proud
I
to
really
say
think if I'd heard
Michael
about
Jr.
this,
is
I
now a
probably would have
lifetime
tried
member
to reach
of the
out to
National
them.
Rifle Association of America.
You know,
Carlo family?
at least.
Oh, this was, yeah. This was this year.
Yeah, no, this is recent.
Very cool.
This was new whenever I added it to the list 2 weeks ago. Nice. Yeah, man, that was fucking touching, dude. I felt bad for that fucking kid just because some fucking piece of shit Santa wants to fucking.
Damn liberals. Oh,
Well,
Jesse
I mean,
Lee
and-
Peterson. That's who I need some sound drops from.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he's like, oh, I don't agree with that. But like the parents were like, hey, like we're okay with this. That's the point where most normal people would say, okay, well, I mean, if your parents agree to it, then yeah, I'll talk to the elves and see what I can line up for you.
See if we can.
And you leave it at that. You don't say, oh no, this Santa doesn't agree with Nerf guns, therefore, I disagree, therefore I'm gonna tell a fucking kid and make him cry at the mall that I don't believe in Nerf guns because guns are bad. And you're like, look, the parent said that it's okay. What the fuck's wrong with you, man?
I know.
But he was let go, so I mean, fuck it. I mean, normally I said like, look, I highly disagree with people being let go. But in that instance, you're like, you're a bullshit Santa. You probably, I'm okay with this. And it has nothing to do with guns. It just has everything to do with the fact that you looked at a parent and said, oh, I know that as a parent you say one thing, but no, I'm gonna override that because I have a little red jacket on.
I know. No guns.
Fuck you, bro.
Not even Nerf guns. It's a little boy. I mean, I just like, even if you don't particularly agree with Nerf guns, why not? I mean, I feel like it would even be uncouth to say, is there anything maybe non-violent you want or something like that, but
Yeah, you could say like, like, do you have something else besides that? If you, I don't know. I mean, right? You can say
you
that
could have been more
gently.
polite about it too.
Okay, there's how many times did you ask for a toy, right? And it's like, what do you want for Christmas? And you're like, 4. And you're like, I want a flat screen, I want an Xbox, I want a fucking gaming rig. Exactly, right? That's exactly what the fuck my mom said, bro. But then it's like, well, how about something else? It's like, I want a Nerf gat. It's like, well, how about a nice train? It's like, nah, maybe. How about a monster truck? Okay, now you got my interest. Like, all right, it's fucking redirection. Like, there's no way that Santa had kids. No fucking way.
I seriously doubt it.
Yeah, I really don't think that Santa had fucking kids.
All right, let's see. It should just do it once.
Bruh.
Yeah, there we go. Didn't know it did it twice.
That's another good video. On the playlist. Okay, let's skip Rob Dom, excuse me, and the Unicorn. That's a little bit outdated now.
Oh, should I downloaded it? We'll watch it
Um,
sometime.
what do you want to watch it?
Is it the RX-7 thing? Is that what I downloaded?
Rob Dom, yeah.
Hold on.
Versus the Unicorn.
Where the fuck is that? Oh my goodness. Oh no, that was the Travis Pastrana Gymkhana thing that I downloaded.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna delete Rob Dom out of the playlist.
Okay.
I'm
Latex
trying.
jacket and mask on a trunk in the river. That's interesting.
Yeah, just click
can
on
we
that.
watch the corn pop thing too?
Yeah, whatever you want, man. Like all these are short, so I mean we can. Well, corn pop's longer, but the latex jacket, man falls downstairs. Underneath man falls downstairs, parkour runner. That is worth the 1 minute because like you can start it at 20 seconds. But you wanna start at corn pop and just go through those 4?
Hold on. I am gonna. Fuck, I need a better folder for this shit. Hold on, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna make a new folder. I'm gonna download them all so they play good.
The whole list?
No, just those 3.
Oh. I was like, shit, there's stuff in this playlist we're probably not even gonna watch. Just some stuff is for you, but
Yeah, that's why I also I don't like pulling the playlist up.
no. It's our secret. It's
Well, I
our
did
secret
accidentally
sauce.
do it, but only for a second. I gotta figure it out.
It's a secret sauce, man. This is a lot of hours going into making this goddamn thing.
I do
Dude, I'm not
appreciate
joking.
It's
I
clutch as
spent.
fuck.
Well, it's a backup because I mean, like we can watch like 2, 3 videos and talk for an hour about something that comes up on them, you know. But one of these videos, it is a video clip that I think I talked
It was
about on
Man Falls
another
Downstairs. What's the one you said was worth the minutes?
parkour runner misses jump.
Oh, nice. I think I've seen that. Yeah, but it's
I mean, I'm
it's
sure
worth
everyone's
watching.
fucking seen it.
I like to archive things with this stream too, and that's something that is quite amazing.
So there was a thing about we were talking about cops pulling over cops, and I was like, there's a drunk politician on a motorcycle, and he's so drunk he drops the bike. Okay, so I couldn't find this goddamn video. I thought I just saw it on TV. Like somehow I couldn't find it, right? I went through multiple compilations of an hour long skimming these goddamn things before I found the video. As far as I can tell, it's only on YouTube in 2 videos. It's not on YouTube as a standalone video.
Damn, only
So
on
like,
YouTube, huh?
nah, I mean it's not an amazing video, you know what I mean? So if it's not viral, it's not gonna stay forever and like, you know, I'm sure they found it on some local news and just threw it in there and didn't think nothing about it, but like
Son of a bitch. I downloaded them in MP3s. Fuck, I wonder. Okay, they're still there, so I think I can redo them.
as you're doing that, I found a whole segment on YouTube of remember how we were talking with one of our guests about the weird side of YouTube where it's like, I'm just a girl cleaning my house and uh-oh, you saw my skirt. You remember that?
Yeah, the cleaning tutorials.
Okay, I found another weird genre and it is women chiropractors.
Let's do
So
let's do corn pop first. But yeah, talk to me about back crackers.
yeah, so it'll be a girl in like super tight fucking leggings. giving another girl wearing super tight fucking leggings a chiropractic adjustment. So she's like bending her into like these sexual positions, and she'll like pop her back, and the girl's like, "Ah, that felt good." And you're like, "Is this like the beginning of a porn?" And it's like this weird side of YouTube that I found. And like later on, and it's not time relevant, but this is one of those things that you're like, this is out there. Like this is weird.
Yeah,
And like
it's
you
they
can't
probably make a lot of money too.
yeah. The video that I got has 529,000 views. And it is just it's on a girl. Her channel has 800,000 subs, and all it is her in leggings and low cut shirts giving other people in the same outfit adjustments.
Hmm. Yeah, people are into some fucked up shit, man. That's not even that weird
But
though.
see, like,
That's just I can mean, maybe you had a great sexual experience with a chiropractor.
yeah, but like you can't ban it is the problem. You know what I mean? It's like
Apple's such a dang horn dog. As soon as we start talking about something remotely sexy, bam. All right, you ready with corn pop?
yeah, man.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I followed this guy off this video.
I learned a lot. And I learned that it makes a difference. This was the diving board area, and I was one of the guards, and there weren't a lot. It was a 3-meter board. If you fell off sideways, you landed on the darn cement over there. And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. And
Bad
I did,
boys.
And back in those days, you see how things have changed. One of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, "Hey, Esther, you, off the board. I'll come up and drag you off." Well, he came off, and he said, "I'll meet you outside." My car, this was
Why was he so
these were
aggressive?
all public
I
housing
don't
behind
know.
it. My car, there was a gate out here. I parked my car outside the gate. And I said, "I'll be waiting for you." He was waiting for 3 guys in straight razors. Not a joke. There's a guy named Bill Wright, Mouse, the only, and he did all the pools. He was the mechanic. And I said, "What am I going to do?" He said, "Come down here in the basement where mechanics, where all the pool filter is. You know, the chain, used to be a chain that went across the deep end. And he cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He folded up, he said, "You walk out with that chain. And you walk to the car and say, 'You may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head.'"
So you know this is a
I said,
plastic
"You kid
chain.
me."
Think of
He
this.
said, "No, if you don't come back." And he was right. So I walked out with the chain. And I walked up to my car. And they had, those days, used to remember the straight razors.
You're gonna
bang
beat
them
a
on the
blackie
curb,
today.
get 'em
Look
rusty,
at all
put
the
'em in
bored
rain
black
barrel,
people in the
get 'em
background.
rusty.
You're so
And I
bored.
looked at him, but I was smart.
I actually knew a
I
guy
said,
who would
"First
do
of all,"
that.
I said, "when I tell you get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again, but I shouldn't have called you Esther Williams. I apologize for that."
I love that.
apologize, but I didn't know that.
I apologize for that.
He said, "You apologize to me?" I said, "I apologize for that, not for throwing you out, but I apologize for what I said." He said, "Okay," he closed his straight razor, and my heart began to beat again. I came down here because
Dude, he's
remember the
pandering
first
to
bumper
these
sticker
black
I saw.
people. He's like,
Hey,
yeah.
folks, thank you so much for watching.
I
If you enjoyed
fucking
this video, please
Freedom
like, share,
Tunes, by
subscribe,
the way,
comment,
everybody.
and
Freedom
consider
Tunes.
donating at the link in the description.
That was
amazing.
fucking awesome. There's this patron list for a minute, but yeah, he's pandering to black people like, "Oh yeah, I lived in a tough neighborhood," and it sounds like a completely, which would be fine if it was a real story, but it sounds like complete bullshit. And
fuck yeah.
Corn Pop was a bad dude. Corn Pop? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh god, that just sounded so funny to me. I was like, I gotta know about corn pop. Let's do parkour next. I don't know if I'm opening these out of order.
Nah, it's fine. You ready?
Yeah. Hold on one sec.
Turn off autoplay. Jesus fuck, even that autoplay gonna kill me.
I wonder if I can turn that off in VLC. All right, on zeros.
Oh.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1, go. Oh, heavy breathing. Golly, fuck that, dude. Fuck it all. That's so crazy. My balls are like cringing.
This is fucking insane to me. My girl won't fucking watch it, dude. She's like, fuck no.
He's
Dope,
wearing
dope.
socks or some shit too. Like,
No, it's running shoes.
do you think he tripped on the wire? I'm gonna back that up one more time. It almost looks like he tripped on the wire. I've never watched
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I've watched it.
I think he would have been fine, but when mid-step he saw the wire because he reaches out and grabs it.
Like, I've watched this a couple times. I think it's like he doesn't commit.
Yeah, that's possible.
Like, I just keep rewinding this to the same spot.
Holy fuck. No thanks, man.
It's like, as soon as he got near it, he just grabbed it.
Alright, latex jacket? Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's what I
sure.
mean. I think it tripped him up. Like, I don't think he was expecting it because he reaches out and grabs it in almost like a reactionary way.
Yeah, he may have just had too much momentum, and he's like, I can't stop. You know what I mean? If you stop, you're just gonna slide off.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Tell me that a serial killer did not make this video. With the VHS camcorder and the stream.
Oh, jeez, yeah. No. As soon as he started to go on camera, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, man. Like,
Sorry if you heard all that. I tried to mute.
I don't care. Like, I have
Interesting.
questions.
He's thick.
So if you go to I don't think I had a timestamp. I think it was just the video, the existence of the video.
It's good to archive this type of thing.
I mean, I'm sure the police are gonna need it one day.
How many views does this puppy have?
Hold up. 25.
Wow, okay. That got 10 times scarier. What's the upload date?
3 weeks ago.
Oh my god. What the fuck is going on? That guy's walking around.
If you look at his channel, they're all that way, man. Sometimes he wears wigs and corsets. It's all, I mean, it's all latex.
But just the way he is, there's no sound, right?
Yeah, if you go to... Hang on, I'm gonna send you a video.
The skirt is killing me.
Here, I'm gonna send you a video in general. Go to 332. Just watch it for 3 seconds. It won't screw up the frame rate.
Oh, it's age restricted. Hold on.
What? Oh, I don't. I'm on a normal account. I'm one of those
First 3 seconds,
rereads
you
that
said?
fucking. Yeah, 332.
Fuck, hold on. Oh, no. Oh, good God.
What'd you do? Oh, you hit play.
Yeah, 332, you said? I just watched a few seconds
Yeah,
because I
that's fine.
can't. I need to get 2 monitors.
That's just him. He's just standing there. I don't know.
It's kind of autistically rocking back and forth.
I think the existence of him in the field is the excitement. But then in other times he shows his face, so the mask is part of the comfort. But I haven't
He
figured
looks
out if
pretty
it's an
chilly.
art.
Alright, I'm gonna skip a little bit. Oh my God, we watched 4 minutes of this shit?
Oh, I don't know. I'm already turned it off.
Well, we
I
did.
think it's just the
Sorry about
act
that,
of
ladies
being
and
in.
gentlemen.
I think it's just the act of being in public. I think that's most of it. So I got nothing.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at some of my files. My files. You gonna pick
But
up
then,
that
like,
stimulus money?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna. If they offer it, I'll take it. But I don't. If Trump vetoes this, I'm gonna be fucking aggravated. But I'm already aggravated, so.
Yeah, I mean, it should have been more, considering they're giving money to like everybody.
No, I don't look at it that way. I mean, if you were gonna do it, why
Well,
did
no,
it take so long?
I meant like to foreign countries.
I mean, that's a broader sentence, but just as far as
They gave
if
more money to other countries. That's what I mean. It should have been some of that money should have been distributed this way. They gave 700 million to South Sudan.
Oh yeah.
Or just Sudan in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Did you get the last one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll probably get this one then. Let's see. Let me
I don't know, it just all goes back to like why if you have people not working and you purposely say like, oh yeah, we're gonna help you, like, no, we're not. Like, we're gonna close your business. We're gonna tell you that you can't work, and then we're gonna turn around and say, well, you're not allowed to have any money either.
Yeah, it's totally fucked. I mean,
I
if there's
don't
money
think
to
it's a
give away,
socialist
why are you
idea.
giving it to random foreign countries? I have no problem with like being charitable when we can spare it, but we're in the middle of a pandemic right now. Just my thoughts. All right, that's Fuck Around Tuesday, Volume 5, bitches. I'm gonna try.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
Were you aware that ContraPoints went on the H3 podcast?
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me either, but I didn't know I was supposed to. I don't know if I want to skim this.
They're a trans person, right?
Yes. She's the left version of Blair White.
Are Traps gay?
Not if they look good.
Yeah. I say they're not gay, just they're not straight either.
I know that there's like. Do you feel like trans people are
I hate
sometimes
Teddy Fresh
fetishized
so
in like
fucking much.
pornography or popular media, and then when you're in the
He
dating
really
world,
needs
let's say you're
to
dating guys, do you ever wonder like, is this
take 3
guy
steps
into me
back.
as a person, or is he like
I'm
fetishizing me?
not
Is
gonna
that a thought?
scream. Never mind. I wasn't gonna do the whole Tom Cruise and start screaming. Literally, go fuck yourself. But I'll be nice.
The clear bait
I don't like
is a problem.
It's got too many views for us to look into, but I did find a cooking channel where it's 2 girls who wear latex who make muffins.
Only muffins specifically?
Well, they just make food.
Oh,
It's
okay, I was
a
gonna say that
latex
would be
lifestyle
fucking cool.
video.
Like latex and muffins, just various types of muffins. But yeah, they gotta
Well, they
you
make
gotta be a little bit more broad than that.
their entire channel is just 2 sisters or girls who just wear latex and do everything.
Yeah, let me know
They're
if you
just
have
like-
any guest ideas for Thursday. I have a couple people probably in. Oh yeah, shit, I remember who I was gonna do. I'll tease it a little bit. Maybe Crippled Jesus on Thursday.
That's not a tease, that's a name. Jesus fuck.
Well, I'm just saying it may happen, it may not.
So,
it's
do you take
uncertain.
offense? Do you take offense that Apple thinks the guy in latex is you?
Slightly. I mean, he has some nice legs, but he had like a fupa, and I don't have one of those.
No.
I wouldn't say offended. I mean, there are worse, but I'm not flattered, that's for sure.
I mean, I think he's a good 20 years on you.
Probably. Yeah, he does seem a little seasoned. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah. I think that's about it. Oh, she says, she doesn't think it's me, bitch. She thinks it's you.
Oh.
That guy definitely giggles like you. Just saying.
I didn't know there was audio.
Oh,
I
there
just
must
fucking
be.
had to turn down.
I'm just saying, it's probably so. Yeah, think about how much he stinks from being in that gross shit.
Have you ever met a girl who wore those jelly sandals? They're like Crocs, but they're made out of
No,
like plastic.
But yeah. Cable should get on this call. Cable's like doesn't do voice shit, but
yeah.
Let's fuck around Tuesday. Oh, Fed. Let's see. If you gotta get going, that's cool. I just want to see what Fed's doing real quick.
Yeah, I'll stay for a minute. Oh.
What in the fuck
Fed's
are you
here.
subjecting people to?
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Oh man. Oh, Apple.
What the fuck?
Casual
What are you-
racism.
what are you
Very
doing?
nice. We're just, looking at some of the most beautiful curations of online content that we can find.
Kazoon tight. I am.
He says,
disturbed.
bless you.
Oh, I was about to say, was that you? That sounded like a
That
fucking
wasn't-
little fairy
that
in the
wasn't me.
corner just had like an orgasm or something. Jeez.
That wasn't me.
Okay, I was gonna say. I've
Well?
heard some crazy sneezes, but that would have been up there.
Yeah, there's some interesting ones, but that I mean, yeah. Like
Did you
3 out
enjoy
of
that?
10 on
Or did you
interesting.
wanted to call in, let us know how much you enjoyed that?
The videos, I literally like came like I have a fear of heights, so I like come in and this dude's like tripping off a fucking like the roof, and I'm like, oh, this is not what I wanted to see. And then I come back and look over, and it's a fucking it's like somebody let the gimp out from fucking Reservoir, not Reservoir Dogs. What's the oh, I'm getting them all mixed up.
Oh
No,
fuck!
you know
God
the
damn
Zed's
it!
Dead Baby. Fucking, why can't I think of this? And I'm not
My
gonna look
father
it
had a
up.
watch in his ass.
Yeah, yeah. My father had a watch in his ass for the entire war. Oh my god, I can't even do. Fuck, what is it called?
We were talking about shoving cell phones up your ass.
No, it's not
God
that.
damn
It's
it! I'm pulling it up on IMDb.
no, it's fucking Kill Bill, Uma Thurman lady, and fucking.
What's the black guy?
It's Tarantino, Samuel
Oh,
Jackson.
now I can't remember the name of it. It's fucking. They do acid and shoot guns and shit.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. There you go.
I wasn't even.
It wasn't
close in my
acid.
head.
It was coke, and they gave her a shot in the heart of.
Adrenaline. Yeah.
I'm thinking
Yes.
of what is that movie where they do acid and it's the Good Morning Vietnam.
Fear and Loathing?
Movie. No, they're
That's not
Vietnamese. They're
Tarantino.
fighting in the Vietnam War, and they're just like they do all kinds of fucked up shit.
You talking about the war movie?
Yeah.
Where the guy shoots himself in the face like 20 minutes in?
That sound Full Metal Jacket is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket's got the guy with the retarded guy in the beginning.
It does. I just like how matter of factly you said it.
He was. It's not.
Dude, there's this video. I'll have
derogatory.
to find it for you because I've only ever seen it in a few compilations of Vines. But there's this little girl in her car seat, and her mom's like, "I don't take sassy girls into the store with me," and she goes, "Well, I don't take sassy mommies into the store either." It's so fucking hilarious.
Damn!
Just
Alright.
reminds me of like how matter of factly you said that just then. It's got the retard in the beginning.
Sometimes it'd be Trudeau. Like Trudeau, but not Trudeau. Know what I mean?
God damn it.
The clear beta cut.
Ah, that's not nice.
I need to get more sounds. This is fun, but I don't want to overuse it either. That can be annoying.
No,
like the-
we're not gonna go full. Yeah, we're not gonna go full Warski.
Yeah, they had toned it back, but now it's back in full force. They can't resist. It's a hell of a drug, a soundboard.
Yeah. It's an alluring thing.
Oh,
That's
dude, I
why
can get
you
Lieutenant
make
Binary
good
going,
turkey.
yes!
Yeah, there you go. See, that's what you got to get though. Is you got to get the people that you know doing it, cuz then it's like
Tell me, do you know who this is?
What a load of wank.
I mean it sounds like Ricky Gervais, but it also sounds like what's his name? The Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's a YouTuber.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
that's not
sounds
Johnny
What a load of wank.
It sounds so much like Johnny Depp. Just like off the
It
bat.
does.
Like,
It does. I didn't think about that, but it does.
No.
what? Listen to that.
Yeah, imagine Johnny Depp saying this.
What a load of wank.
That sounds
There's
so
no way
much
that-
like him. Off
No.
the,
Kinda
you're,
does.
You're high as fuck.
Well, I mean, it doesn't sound
I
exactly
mean,
like
and
it, but I can just
yeah,
imagine
but I
him
like Johnny
saying
Depp.
that in that way.
I mean, like, I know that he's like an actor and he
Is
like
Johnny
stylizes
Depp
the way he
American?
talks, but-
No.
No, yeah,
what?
he's English because I've heard him talk like that before, but I don't
Well,
think for a movie or
he
something.
lives in. Well, he used to live in. He has the vineyard in France, but then he spends a lot of time in L.A. because that's when he got in trouble, wasn't it? Well, yeah, because he sued the son, but that was separate from. He only sued the son because of what they said. It wasn't like that was his home country.
Did y'all watch any?
Shots fired! Shots!
Syrian girl nonsense.
We were watching
Leo?
it for a little bit. Those types of debates are very
Incredibly boring. Debates
yeah,
are incredibly
tedious.
boring.
Smoke weed every day.
Tedious is how I like to explain them.
You know,
By the
fucking
way,
Ralph.
Depp has an LA mansion. Go
Damn,
ahead.
son, where'd you find
Well, he also has
this?
14 houses, but go ahead.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn,
Well,
son.
you know, fucking Ralph was deflated as soon as like they started it, and Halsey's like, "Yeah, no, like, kind of fuck Israel. Like, they deserve to do whatever." And it's like, "Oh no." And then it was like,
he was
Syrian
like,
girls.
I
Yeah.
hyped this for a month. You gotta fucking go crazy.
You have to go out on that stage and kill someone. Halsey's like, "Yeah, I kind of fuck them." And then Syrian
Damn.
girl's like, "Okay, well, what do you feel? How do you feel about like
Why
justifying
she's Jordan
your war?"
Peterson all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, like I'm not gonna. I don't have a good. I don't have a good Syrian girl impersonation, but she's like, "What do you think about like justifying this war?" He's like, "I don't give a shit," and it's like, "Well, there goes your blood sports." Like, it's a very funny moment. As much as it's like sucked, and they've still been doing like substantive things. It was very funny to just watch that fucking rug come right out from under Ralph.
Damn,
Like,
son, where'd you find this?
Damn, son. Sorry, I love the sound bites just because I love doing the sound bites back at the sound bites.
It's a tick for me. I have to do
Yeah.
it a lot. If I hear someone with a weird accent, I'll imitate them almost.
Yeah.
And it looks like I'm talking shit, but
Yeah, no.
I'll be the
know
best sex you will ever have.
Stupid shit too. I'm a kindred retard. But yeah, as soon as I started talking about a whole bunch of like of the very very minute stuff, it was just like my eyes glazed over, and I was like, "What am I doing?"
yeah. And the thing is that neither of them seem to be an authority on.
And neither of them give a shit,
of
really.
those topics, you know. It's a debate that happens every day, and it's happened many times before. So I don't know. I wish they'd debate something else. It would be interesting to hear them debate something like, you know, kind of people aren't expecting.
Anything like debate something where it's like there's some kind of stakes in it, something's happening right now, like narrow it down to a specific thing, make sure they both kind of give a shit about it, instead of being like, "You seem like a Zionist cuck," and then it's like, "You hate Zionist cucks." It's like, "Well, I didn't cover the basis. He's just like an American who's just an ass." And it's like, "Well, why didn't you say so earlier?" No,
I'll
wait a
be the
minute.
best
Hold
sex
it
you
now.
will ever have.
That, wait a minute, Halsey, no, you've got to clip that.
Oh, that would be good.
I'll be the best sex you will ever have.
Was that take your seat over here? Was that Chris Hansen?
Yeah, it was.
Oh no.
Because he's like reading a.
Oh God, those
he's
like
reading-
yeah.
Balls of steel.
Can't be doing that, man.
I could probably teach you a few
It's
things.
like the Jordan Peterson one, right? Where he was like,
Yeah.
"Mommy, milky mommy, milky
Yeah.
mommy milkers."
Oh, because you know somebody's gonna take a clip of that and be like, "Now take a seat over here, and you're gonna have the best sex you've ever," or like whatever the fuck that clip
I'll
was.
be the
like,
best sex you've ever had.
Now take a seat over here. Like like no, it's just no. Why would you do this, Hanson? You fucking dumb bastard.
The weirdest
this
thing is
retard.
watching
Do
them interview ICP about a beef they had on their own label. And he was like, so tell me about Twisted and their problems with the record industry.
Shut
And
your
we're
bitch
like,
ass
have
up!
you sunk so fucking far down you're interviewing fucking Jay or whatever the fuck his name is about Twisted and their beef? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's a
It
bunch
was
of
like
words
it was
that
like
nobody,
a 2-hour thing.
nobody cares about anymore.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, because guess what? No one got arrested. No one gives a fuck. Oh my god, a guy hooked up with an 18-year-old that he talked to when she was 16. Fucking and what? Why be famous if you can't fuck 18-year-olds? Good for him. Move on.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, this was the same thing that I was getting into it with your boy the other day over was Isaac Jackson.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Such a bitch ass up.
Fuck you. But yeah,
I don't know if I
that's
like that one, but I thought you might.
Yeah, no, I like.
Happy feet.
It back because it's just like I could do that. That's why I don't need the soundboard though. But I'd have to think of it. Like, I would have to have like not even the soundboard on the thing. I would just have to have the.
No one has ever done that! No one has ever done that in the history of Dota!
But it's like, man, like honestly, I don't give a fuck if you're fucking 18-year-olds. Even if it's like, even if it looks creepy, like, most of the time is like, as long as you're not doing anything that's like rapey, then you're not doing rapey shit. And if there was no rapey shit, then half of us wouldn't even fucking be here. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
So I'm always just like, well.
Anyways, any gamers?
Grandparents' love stories was like, I don't know 43 times, but he kept coming back, and it's just like,
oh shit, Tourette's
sometimes
guy. Do
gotta
you
holler
guys
at man
remember
at the
him?
yard. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Tourette's guy? You don't know about
It's a
Tourette's
bear's
guy?
ass fuck to have an ass!
You don't know about obscure meme?
Oh my
Ah!
gosh. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta watch at least one of these motherfuckies. Let's see here. Oh, there's a 5-minute best of. Can you rock it? Here, I'm sending it to both
yeah,
of
hang
you.
on 1 second.
I'm gonna actually download this because I do want this.
I feel like y'all are just gonna start filling up drives with bullshit.
It's already happened, buddy.
Oh, there goes drunk cunt.
Oh,
Drunken. What is happening over there at that there chat? Oh, hey, thanks for 2 lemons. Thank you, sir. And an ice cream from Apple. What a based Boricua.
She's the best, dude.
Let's see. I need to get... Okay, we need to get, like, donation-specific sounds.
Or you need to, like, look at the chat. One of those two things.
Hey, I wasn't that late.
That's fair.
Hey, my laptop's put up. That's
Okay,
my
we'll
thing.
watch it another time. Because you
No, I'll watch it.
Yeah, you definitely
I know
need to-
I can pipe it through my earbuds. Did you send it to me?
Oh, yes, sir. It's in your DMs.
No. You ready?
Shortly.
Oh, I know this guy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know this. I watched the wavy web surf on him,
Okay, there you go.
which goes into what happened to him. But go ahead. You ready?
1 second. I'll leave. What? Sorry, 1 sec.
Dude, Syrian girl looks bored as piss in that
Oh, they're
thumbnail.
still talking about that shit?
I literally like looked at the YouTube clip that or the YouTube chill stream clips, and like you see her, she just looks bored as shit. And I clicked on it, and literally the word she said was Syria, and it was like X. Like, I get it.
All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Does it taste alright? It's pretty good.
VHS quality, baby.
Who's a faggot with tuba? That's our dad!
Oh, shit.
What's your money? Oh, shit! Sorry!
Dad, there's nothing to eat for breakfast.
He apologized.
Right here.
Oh,
got
that's
Tourette's,
total. I don't really like that.
Don't talk
Fuck
shit
ass.
about total!
Dad, I heard he killed himself.
Look at this setup.
I
How
killed
old
myself
it
too,
is.
my last name was Combe! Oh, Bob Saget! Oh, Bob Saget!
This isn't even correct. Okay, that's
Oh,
Tourette's.
shit! Oh, Bob Saget! Oh, shit! Shit!
Can you imagine his neighbors?
Where's my fucking glasses? Where's the paper towel?
Over here, Dad, in this bag.
Throw 'em over here! Ouch! Motherfucker, give me a dick!
Sorry. That's
You're not going to hard! I mean, this thing, not my dick!
Dad, can we go get some Captain Crunch?
Fuck you, kid, you're a dick!
Dad!
You're a faggot! He played
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Old YouTube was a different place.
Dude, old YouTube? Fucking
Yes!
boss.
It's about 10 minutes ago. Guy tried to break in my truck. Yes! He's a long-legged, pissed-off Puerto Rican.
Long-legged, pissed off Puerto Rican.
Oh, shit! Damn it!
I heard she was a lesbian.
That's just me. She likes what I like. Damn it, you supposed
Yeah,
to
you
go to
see
tits.
how it
Who's taking a grab the door? That's what I want to know.
Fuck you! Men's asses! I don't have time for this chicken shit bullshit.
Mickey Mouse t-shirt?
The fuck are you talking about?
Well, his ears there, his ears, there's his face.
That's not Mickey Mouse, that says tit dirt!
Tit dirt.
Oh, shit! Damn! Fuck! Ah, shit! I like to try to walk a mile and buy shit! Holy fuck! Damn it!
I like how this is less Tourette's and it's just more of just really mad guy.
Yeah.
This has 34 million views on YouTube, by the way.
Have a dick, you prick.
Jesus Christ.
Was so famous.
She's a bitch. I called her a bitch right in front of her tent.
This is like a compilation. I think each one of these was a video.
Next year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud! I said big eggs! I want to fuck
By
her
the
around
way,
ass.
the channel that uploaded this only has 4 videos. All the 14 year ago, 13 year ago, 13 year ago, and 12 year ago. That's it. 4 videos, nothing else.
Good God.
the balls!
Bitch! I love you!
That's a good one, too.
The newest comment was 15 minutes ago. Before that, 6 days ago.
Still active, boy.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, we're watching it.
Sound like Chewbacca taking a shit! Shit! Fuck Saul! Oh, fuck you! You're
Fuck
grounded!
Saul.
Four.
Cause you don't think garbage disposal sounds like Chewbacca taking a shit, that's why. Bullshit! You know what? You can suck my dick. Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Why does it sound like they're ADRing some of this?
You think they did?
The one
It
at the
seemed
bowling
like it on
alley,
those
maybe.
bowling hits, yeah.
One with tartar control. And it made me feel like a piece of shit!
I'll shove a can of Pringles on that preacher's ass. You haven't told him about it.
Keep it down, cousin. Oh, sorry, dude. We're getting ready to go. Oh, that's fine. I'm just with my girlfriend. Yeah, it's just that few things. Keep it down.
She has nice ass. I'd like a tit fucker ass.
I'd like to tit fuck her ass.
Are you shitting me?
Jesus.
Asshole! Sorry, you can't do shit. Fuck your balls.
Oh God.
Oh my God, that
classic.
ending there.
Fuck. You can't do shit without your balls, boys.
It's true.
That's Fuck Around Tuesday, Volume 5. Joe the co-host. Fed coming in at the end. Had Hollow Apple. Lieutenant Binary. Remorseful about the Fed posting. But he's okay. We love him.
By the way, Bean wants you to know that bean is British slang for vagina. Just so you know that.
Fiend. Fiend.
No, bean.
Bean? Oh, well, yeah, it's like clitoris. Flicking the bean.
Bush's baked beans. Just gonna put that out there.
Baked beans. Baked